on my
3,
life
1,
was
2,
the worst
go.
counting ever.
I think it was beautiful counting. Anyway, everybody, guys, thank you so much for joining us here for episode 5 of the Superhero D&D, whether it's live or via VOD, or maybe on YouTube, which I've still neglected to fully set up. But we're gonna get that going hopefully sometime soon. We're gonna get things going with the recap in just a second. But how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Dead on the inside.
No.
Dead on the
way to kill
outside.
the mood.
I am my own best friend.
Let's do it.
I'm ready to die.
Let's just jump into it.
I'm ready to die. So let's go.
Jump
What's
into
up,
it.
Billy G?
We're all
Okay,
gonna die one day. Let's just make it
you
a day.
guys, you know it's really hard to jump into stuff when you guys don't shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, at the last session, the heroes regathered themselves after getting their powers back from one of the warehouses that held powers of fallen heroes after they had died. Mop and Ian managed to grab Puddle Boy's and Sticky's powers as well on their way out. And all the while, Thomas Martin distracting on the way out. However, they did lose one known as Theo. They didn't know him well, but unfortunately he didn't make it out in the chaos as Zach had taken him out. The party gets back to the hideout and Thomas tells them all to sleep. Very unrestful night for some of them as dreams and stuff besought their dreams. Or nightmares besought their dreams, I should say. As they awoke, some of them a little bit easier than others. They heard about the plan to go to Death's prison with the larger group that they had now and break out as many people that were willing to fight. Stealth party and a fighting party made their way through, taking out the alarms, allowing it so Zach and other people wouldn't be able to find them as quickly. And however, all seemed to be going well. They ran into a bit of a surprise. Old faces. Some good, some bad. Some very frightening to see, such as Thea, Snatch, the skull-faced man. But however, they also saw Super Cape. And of course, they ran into Puddle Boy. Seemingly dead inside. And seemingly not really ready to fight. Mop tried to give him his powers back and it succeeded. However, Puddle Boy still wasn't quite ready to go on. He let himself go into the Mop. And seemingly resides within the Silver Mop. Shaken up, the party, especially Mop and Ashley, are reeling from that as well. El Phantasma and Thomas have pushed ahead with a bit of the party, pushing things away and trying to get things all set up. As some of the party tends to make it as quickly out of the prison as they can, grabbing the last couple people they are willing to grab. So, the floor is yours, everybody. What do you do?
Oh.
I'm confused what's going on.
Oh,
You
well,
just
we gotta get
recapped.
out now.
No. Daniel's confused as to what's going
Oh,
on.
that's very true.
Yeah.
Ashley is scarred. Once again.
Shouldn't have killed me.
Two things. Does Athena still have that feeling?
That
Being
paranoia?
watched?
Yeah.
Damn.
Paranoia isn't fun.
Paranoia is not fun at all.
No.
I know Sophia was planning to do something with the skull mask, but I'm not sure what it was.
I'm gonna talk
was
to him
to,
probably, but I'm
get
just
the
gonna say for
key
right now,
unlock.
because Sophia's not here, I'm gonna say she has a conversation with it. But could you roll me a persuasion check for Sophia?
Oh, Jesus. Hers is as bad as mine. Okay.
Yeah, she's not very persuasive, unfortunately, right now with a 1. An unnatural 1. As she's talking to the skull face man.
Mhm.
I'm just staring at this man in front of me.
All right, Arya, we'll start with you. You're talking to
Oh, great.
Snatch. You see him anyway. He looks up at you.
Yeah.
Thin, gaunt, very skeleton-like. Dark circles under his eyes. You can barely see his pupils.
Oh, okay. Ari's kind of gonna. Okay, Ari's gonna walk closer to the bars and kind of like kneel down. What happened?
He just kind of looks over at you. The shadows covering most of his face. Death happened. He looks a little over towards his left to where Jeffrey's standing.
Okay, well, yeah, but I'm sorry.
What reason do you have to be sorry?
I mean,
I'm the one that tried to make your friends kill you.
well, yeah, but it's. I don't know, I just. Deep down, as silly as it is, I've been to always give people another chance. And there are some people who I will never give them any other chance. But with you, I could feel like there was some good in you. It was just covered up by all this bad.
A little persuasion check.
Oh.
I think that's the most Arya's ever talked.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Holy.
Arya is exceedingly charismatic.
Arya should be talking more. What are you talking about?
You see, he steps forward, coming into the light a bit more. You see that there's deep scars on either under his eyes that go down to the chin, like straight down from underneath the irises, all the way down to the neck.
Oh.
I don't know. If you trust me, that makes one of us. But if you need someone to fight, I will.
She nods a little. And like, okay, how close is he?
He's like a foot from the bars.
Okay. She's gonna through the bars kind of just pat his shoulder
Mhm.
and then hold out the key card in front of him. We need more people, and I believe you're a good person, so I trust you, okay?
I don't know why you are, but I guess we have one thing in common. We don't want to be trapped here. You open the gate and he steps out.
Cool.
Yay! We have a friend! Okay.
If we could have one more roll for Sophia.
No, we don't.
While she's talking to the
Oh boy.
Skullface man. Make sure you're rolling not in the dog form one.
Oh, how do I check that?
Yeah, you have the dog
Oh,
form
I'm in
sheet
the regular
open?
one. Yeah, no, I'm in the regular one.
Okay, cool.
No.
No, it's not going too well. There's just kind of yelling and just Sophia's just getting a little frustrated and she's like, alright, whatever. And walks away from it.
Can
We
Ashley
need-
back away?
Yeah. Just over this way.
Yeah, no, but she's gonna like be like the loner type right now and just kind of leave the room. Sorry, Jeffrey. And she just kind of stays out there.
Okay.
I'm going after you.
Oh no. When you come out though, you see her crying. She's kind of
I walk faster over
like
you.
slimy, gross tears, and a bit of them are bloody. And she's kind of just rubbing her face, trying to get it off, trying to stop, but she really can't.
I go over to you and I give you a hug.
Aww. I don't deserve this. Please, Ian. Oh fuck, Daniel's out here too.
I'm just watching.
He's being a creeper.
Daniel's just along for the ride.
But that is what she says though. She goes, I don't
Daniel
deserve
is
this.
so confused.
He just keeps giving you a hug. Maybe like a little like back rub.
Aww.
Yeah.
Ashley starts crying more, but she stays there.
Okay, so you're over there. Daniel's kind of watching. Athena, you're over with Mop as he's just on his knees at this point. Just he's not doing so great.
Mop. Get it together. We need to get out of here.
I don't respond.
I'm gonna lean down and whisper in his ear so that Thea cannot hear us. And I'm gonna say we need her. I need your help with this.
Mop, roll a wisdom save for me, or a mental check.
Mental baby. Oh, I mean. Oh,
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
You think mainly more than anything, what Puddleboy would want you to do right now? So you stand up tall, big and strong. You're ready for it. Still sad, but ready to do what's needed.
Hey.
And with that, Athena is going to turn towards Thea.
She has her arms crossed, a bit of a smug look. But see, it's hiding fear a little bit at the same time.
Yep, and that's what I'm banking on. Okay, so Athena's going to turn to Thea and say, I want to know how you've gotten out of death, hell, whatever you want to call this.
If I tell
You can either tell me.
If I tell you, you'll probably just get rid of me afterwards anyway. If I don't tell you, you'll just get rid of me. So if I help you, and I still die
Help.
for it, what's the point?
Helping us is your best bet.
I still don't like
Otherwise,
the odds.
it's okay. You don't have to like the odds.
Is there anything
What a
to ensure that I don't get beaten down by Mop? Now, look at me right now, Mop. Innocent. Not innocent, but helpless. I couldn't fight either of you with your powers.
I walk up to the cell door. I say, brace yourself. And I punch the door towards her, but not like actually trying to hit her, I guess. Just hitting it down.
Okay, roll a strength for me.
Ooh, darling!
saving throw.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
a
wrong.
saving
Just
throw.
roll a
My
normal,
goodness.
normal strength.
Let's try that again. That's
Oh,
better.
That's more like it. So you see as you
Broken your entire hand when you punch that guy.
it kind of bends inward, like almost in half, and you just grab the top of it with your other hand, and just
Oh my
and
god.
just slide
I
it to the side.
slowly walk towards her. I'm gonna pull an intimidation on this.
Okay.
Bingo! You read my mind.
I don't know if you just saw what happened, but I'm not in the mood for this useless banter. Now you're coming with us, whether you like it or not. And you're gonna help us get the fuck out of here.
I need to roll something for her.
Language.
out, Captain
Language.
America.
Yeah, I was about to say Captain America.
Halfway
Is
down
that
the hall.
you?
So you see as her crossed arms go to her side, and that fear that she's trying to keep off of her face as best she can goes there, and she just nods.
Now it's
That's
Athena's
what
turn
I'd
to
like
smirk.
to hear.
Okay, so Phantasma, you had gone to the floor above to look with Thomas and to get people out, and Thomas has told
Yeah.
you to go back and pick up the rest of them because you need to get out of here. He feels that you can't stay there much longer,
All right.
so you're going back in looking for them right now.
Mop, you want to keep an eye on this one?
Of course.
And I'm assuming
They're there. At
that's the
moment.
first thing I see.
I want to see something real quick. No, that's
All
not an
right,
option.
so I would just run up to Ashley and Ian.
And
First-
she's crying, and Ian's kind of hugging her and helping her out.
I start tapping them on the shoulder, just like, oh yeah,
Uh,
we have to go.
uh-huh.
There's a lot of guards outside.
Okay.
And to almost further his
We need
point,
to
you
get
hear
everybody now.
Oh.
We'll be ready. Trust us.
Uh-huh.
Come
Go
on,
get
we
the
have to
others.
go and get everybody we
Frantically
can.
wiping tears away. Okay.
Okay.
And so I continue to rush,
So you
and
start.
then I
Yeah, you're getting in there. As they're coming out at the same time, Mop is right behind Thea, and Athena is in front as well as she's being led out. Jeffrey, you see as they come around the corner, Thea looking very small and scared for once. And that's not unlike any time you've ever seen her before.
What happened to you?
She just kind of
He happened.
shrugs. You see the very angry and imposing form of Mop right now behind her. He's like trying to be extra imposing by like sticking out his chest and like flexing as best he can.
Athena is just smirking wildly, trying very hard to keep a grin off of her face.
And
but
then
probably fails
Athena, as
miserably.
you around the corner, you see the skull-faced man looking directly at you. You can't see much of his face; he's still in the shadows, but you can see where he's looking. You can also see his white fingers on the bars, and clenching them.
I'm gonna walk forward. Be like, you ended up in a nice place.
Should have been you who was here.
Too bad for you, it's not.
Too bad.
I don't
for
think
me.
you're gonna be of any use to us.
He spits on the ground near you.
Oh,
I think you're just that scared little girl, Skill.
see, I know what I want to do, but Athena would have overloaded him as soon as she came around the corner.
You see as Sophia puts a hand on your shoulder, though, trying to calm you down. And gives you a look like it's not worth it, or at least try talking to him first. As you hear a outside again.
Can I go in?
Yeah. I want to go in behind him.
Jeffrey's filing back in and leaving Daniel in the hallway.
Guys,
I'm just
come
gonna
on.
sit. I'm just gonna sit in the corner and wait for everyone.
Wait. Do I see Skullface Man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any of these people, so
I see
Ashley
him.
just continues
I
to go.
start
You guys.
beelining towards him.
Ooh.
Okay.
You.
Me.
You killed my best friend. It was your fault. You took him from me.
Ian?
And I bang on the bars.
Ian! Ian, leave
I
him
would like to-
alone. Look.
I would like to interrupt.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Guys, we don't have time for this. You either get him or leave him. We have to go.
I put a hand on Ian's shoulder. Just leave him. Just leave him.
punch him in the face.
He's-
Before I try to miss.
Unfortunately, as you go to punch, you punch the bar again. You see as
I
his
play
whole
it off
arm,
like-
his whole arm quivers and turns into these black scales, and you hear a.
Ian.
And I just walk away. Just walk out of the room.
Since
on,
Jeffrey's
guys!
like since Jeffrey's like the closest one to me, I would like to just to grab him and shove him out the hallway and then just yell at everybody, "Vamos!"
Come on! And I go
What
out
the heck?
behind him.
You see as you're aggressively shoved out of the hallway into the hallway.
Jesus, you could have just said something. God.
Come on, Arya.
I see the look on Ian's face, and I'm like, you need a quick vent sesh.
Later.
I'm gonna look behind Arya and give like a quizzical look, seeing Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing we have Thea, it's like, okay, let's just go with it.
Thea and Silver Mop, I kind of poke my head around Silver Mop. Do you want me to hold her again?
I'm gonna.
Mop?
He said sure.
And I put a bloody tendril around her,
She tenses up,
letting her still walk, but giving her the
like around the waist and
yeah,
arms.
like, oh, I got you if you do anything, you bitch.
Okay, I guess I'm leading the charge out of here.
Okay.
Onward.
Healer
So-
first.
As you're all filing towards this exit here, if everybody could help me line themselves in order up behind
Okay.
them. Boom, boom.
Eh,
Arya.
Oops. Crap. Oof.
You'll get it, Kuburu, I believe.
Athena's just gonna say, "Good luck, enjoy your new home," as she walks out the door towards Skull Mass.
As you hear it kind of echoing down the halls as you're closing the door, him say, "You'll see me again. I'll make sure of it,
Oh boy.
and that'll be the last thing you see."
Athena's gonna
As the door
overload
closes.
before she closes the door.
I'm saying it right as the door swung closed. You'd have to go back in if you really want to.
Yeah, Athena's gonna stick her head back in the door and overload.
You see is
Oh my
Sophia. That's okay. You can change it back.
Oh, that's Sophia. Whoops.
Sophia's
Sophia.
killing her.
Now overload.
Okay. Okay.
I
you
rolled better as Sophia.
Well, it wasn't actually
Jeez.
Sophia's stats. It was just showed
Oh,
up as
okay.
Sophia's name. You see, however, Sophia kind of looks behind towards you and as you're leaving, and she's kind of gives you a little bit of a sad look. You see.
We are quite the crew, huh? Look at that. Look at that conga
Yeah.
line.
You see as he kind of stiffens and falls to the ground, but doesn't go down.
Led by the most non-biased guy here.
And she's gonna close the door before you can say anything else.
So now, as you're all filing out into this area, I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Why can't we ever make act?
Dodge.
Dexterity.
Actually,
Dodge?
technically, it
Dexterity
shouldn't be
saving
dex. Yeah, it
Oh,
should be a
no.
dodge, not dex. I'm used to saying dex. Hold on, let's
Oh.
do that again. Everybody except for everybody except for
Athena?
Ian and Athena. So better,
My
better.
dodge was
Not
horrible.
so good.
Oh, we're doing the dodge?
Yeah,
Oh,
dodge.
that's Sophia's. That's Sophia's.
That's Sophia's. Okay. You can always just change your nickname for now to Athena/Sophia. Okay. So Arya, Jeffrey, and Ian, and
Oh boy.
all
Oh,
fall
boy.
all get shooken off their feet as the whole building and everything around it seems to, and it still continues to shake. And it almost feels like you're tipping to the right a little bit.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no.
That's a lot of prisoners.
Oh shit.
Let's get out of here.
Can I help Ian up?
Yeah, you're helping each other up, but it's slowed down a little bit.
Okay, I
Art's
guess
panicking.
we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Go.
So okay, so we're gonna leave the map for right now. We're just gonna go to the start screen.
Oh,
because we're just using the theater of the mind kind of deal. As you're all rushing out of this, you're gonna hear you hear more explosions and fights and things like that. You see a bunch of guards fly across your vision as an explosion racks their bodies. It seems the two that you left to fight most of the guards are still doing reasonably well. However, everything looks a little askew. As you see the whole island that this prison has been sitting on is slowly sinking and trailing off to the right.
What?
As another explosion from underneath shakes it again and starts to tip farther, almost like the Titanic starting to tilt and slip into the ocean.
Oh, fuck.
But the whole 1,000-foot-story buildings are bringing it even farther. But whatever gravitational pull has dropped it, and you're going down, down, down past other islands, knocking them out, taking them down. Hear more crashes. I need everybody to make another dodge save again, please.
You're really testing my luck here, man.
Oh shit.
Can I?
Hold on.
Ian and I are like
let me see what's happening.
locked arms.
Yeah.
Daniel and
Locking arms.
Ian,
Can
you
I-
guys are fine.
Inspired.
Hold on,
We're
I'll get
locking
you a
arms over here.
second. So Ashley's gonna do something first in just a second. But Daniel, Ian, and Ashley, Arya's fine, Sophia's fine, but Jeffrey, Athena, Silver Mop, El Phantasma, all start to slip and fall, can't lose their footing as it's becoming more of a wall that you're having to hold on to now.
You said 3 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, can I? I mean, I don't know if this is an inspired action.
I mean, you're
or not,
using
but can
one
I-
to hold Thea, remember? You
I
only have
let
2
go
others.
of that
Sophia's
one and
gonna
grab
grab
my
Athena.
friends.
So you drop Thea and you grab him out. Also won't use an expired action, but you drop Thea as she starts to slip and slide down as well. You hear a scream
grab
actually leave her
Thea's
mouth, so
hand.
you grab the 2 as the whole building, you're hearing crashes and you see the ground
Oh, shit.
getting closer to you.
Okay.
What are you doing as the whole thing is sinking? You see Thomas trying to run towards you. What are you all doing?
Can I put a wall down and like at
As-
the bottom of it?
Yeah. So you
I
put a
am
wall down.
trusting the shit out of
Okay.
Ashley right now. I
Yeah,
am
I'm
using
grabbing
clairvoyance to get everyone advantage on
Okay.
the +10.
You see as kind of a
Whatever.
platform for you all to stand on. Jeffrey puts his hands out and zoom, there's a wall that you're all kind of bracing up against as you stop sliding.
Oh,
Can I
However,
just scream,
see-
Super Cape?
she doesn't
Super
have,
Cape doesn't have powers.
she doesn't have any
Oh, yeah,
powers,
never mind.
so you wouldn't say that. You would know that.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot.
That's all right. That's all right. You see, however,
It's been 2 weeks. We
as
understand.
Thea falls out of sight.
I grabbed her though.
No, you didn't.
I tried to
She
grab her.
said she reached for it.
I
Yeah,
didn't have
I
you.
tried to
All right,
grab her.
roll an athletics.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
2 nat 2s.
No,
I'm
no.
refreshing.
Can
If
I
anything,
try
you
something?
you almost slip out of her grasp. Ian, you can do something for sure. 'Cause you have
I
inhuman
wanna
reactions.
jump and grab her and then fly back up
Okay.
with wings. I don't know if that's an inspired action. If it is, I don't care.
You'd have to shift into your demon form, or you can use an inspired action.
I'm gonna use that inspired action.
Okay, so you use inspired action up. You drop down. Just roll me an acrobatics.
Wow.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright, 29. It's
You drive
easy.
down, you grab her by her hair, actually. Her very long hair, and you
Ah!
you yank her upwards, and you grab back onto the platform and set her down. And you drop the demon forms of the wings.
Looking around. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Oh, shit.
You see as you crash into another island where it seemingly has a building, maybe a school or something like that, as it
Oh,
spins
no.
off in the distance. There's a couple other ones near you. I need you to all to make another dodge.
Oh, God,
Dodge.
everything's falling around us.
What if we're being held by
Oh
Ashley?
no!
If you're being held by Ashley, you still need to see because you might slip out of it.
I'm pretty dexterous.
All right, so let's
Hold
see.
on, I didn't roll for CP yet.
Okay.
Wait, Jonas, did you roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled first.
Thank you.
Jesus.
So Ian's
Oh.
fine, Mop is fine, El Phantasma. Daniel, you slip and you fall off the platform as well as Jeffrey, Ashley, with everybody
No,
else.
I'm
pulls
going
him
for
down.
Daniel.
Mhm.
Arya falls down as well as Athena.
I want to.
He's been being held.
Yeah.
even.
Well, Ashley also fell off and pulled you over it.
Inspired action. Now an actual
I-
inspired.
Wait, everyone has a +4 because I had clairvoyance up.
Oh.
Oh, let's see. So Ashley's
That's right.
fine then. A lot of you guys. Daniel's
I
not
have a
fine.
15.
Arya is not fine. Jeffrey's
Cool.
not fine. But everybody.
Wait,
So
Daniel's not
those
fine,
three
you
are
say?
fine. The Jeffrey, Daniel, and Arya still fell.
All right, I'm going for him.
Okay.
Same thing I did with
No-
Thea, because
another-
I'm putting Thea down
Another
first.
inspired action. You're gonna have to roll higher on this acrobatics. Since there's 3 of them.
What do you mean there's 3 of
He can
them?
do it. Yeah. Arya, Jeffrey, and Daniel.
Jeffrey.
Oh, the main one's Daniel. If
Okay.
like
All right.
The
I'll keep
two
that in
others-
mind.
Yay!
Arya and
Oh,
Jeffrey.
Go ahead.
Arya and Jeffrey
Yeah,
can
that's
die,
okay.
but like I'm.
All
I'm
right, just
trying to
roll
get
your
him, but, like,
acrobatics.
I'm
So-
just like Daniel's number 1.
So the first thing you dive past Arya and Jeffrey, grab Daniel by the collar, and you grab Arya. However, Jeffrey.
Oh, inspired action.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make. I'm gonna make.
I
Hold
have
on,
one
let
left.
Ma-
Oh, Jeffrey might be able to.
My
I'm
mom.
gonna make an ice platform under him.
Okay,
Ah,
inspired
that's
action.
That's good. That's good.
Baby, come on.
So I just need you to roll an athletics. All it is an athletics.
Oh my god!
So you're not quite used to it. However, I'm gonna have you roll with roll again, as someone else takes the reins here.
Oh.
So you see as the first one breaks, and you see these watery arms come out next to you, and makes an ice platform underneath them. It cracks. It cracks a little bit, and you catch. And Jeffrey, you fall just a little bit below her, and Ian's able to come down and pick you up and pull you all back up onto your iron platform.
Yeah, Arya's gonna give Jeffrey a giant hug.
I'm going over to Daniel and giving him a hug.
Sophia is going to be looking around for maybe a platform we're about to hit or something that we could jump to.
Well, we're on a floating metallic platform.
We're on
right
something
now,
that's
right?
falling half.
Yeah, you're the whole thing is on its side now, the prison,
Okay.
and Jeffrey has basically made a normal horizontal platform that you're all standing on.
Okay. Cool.
However,
Jeffrey.
you see El Phantasma and Thomas looking to jump and get all the other prisoners on that they've been grabbing, and it seems like Spark and Exploding Witch have been kind of using themselves as like a jetpack together to keep some of the other ones up, and they seem to be jumping across to this different platform,
Jumping across to different platforms.
to a different island that seems to be close enough. They're all preparing to jump as well.
Jeffrey, can you make this thing float?
I can try.
To be an inspired action.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Can I give my +10 to Jeffrey?
Yeah, you can. So
Okay.
Jeffrey, you feel empowered. I need you to roll a roll a toughness for me.
Toughness, eh? That's in the T's, probably. Yes.
So you see
30.
30 as you move all across, you jump on. El Phantasma, I need you to make an acrobatics to see if you can jump across.
All right.
Oh boy.
You see as you jump across the other side, as well as Thomas and a few others. You see as, however, Thomas starts to fall down.
Uh-oh.
A couple other ones, people like Spark, Snatch, and most of the others seem to make it across. A bunch of the ones you saved, Super Kate makes it as well. Thomas, he seems to get almost pulled downwards by something.
I want to try to rescue Thomas.
Okay, how are you gonna do it?
I want to do an inspired action.
2.
So basically, I want to put a Phantom Link on him, and then use a Ghost Stride to move really quickly back to where I am.
Okay, so roll me another acrobatics and an ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
You have a +4.
You have +4, so that's a 30.
Oh man, this is just. Ugh.
Yeah, and a 23. So you think about it, you calculate it, you throw the shadow link out onto him, you dive down as you suck him upwards into it. You see a couple other prisoners, you're not really sure who they were, fall down, but it seems like most of you have made it onto the platform. However, as you land on it, from underneath again, you hear a... This one also seems to go downwards. There's someone underneath
Not again.
hits it with a beam of darkness, and you hear a.
Oh, come on, Zach.
There's this whole very even larger platform. This is maybe the size of a large cruise ship this time. Drops it down.
Shit.
I'll see you at the bottom. You see as he kind of watches you slowly sink past him.
Oh, fuck.
You see his smile, his smug smile, his earrings and piercings and jingling bangles all over his horns, and he's just kind of floating there with his wings slightly flapping.
Shit.
Well,
Smack him.
I mean, you can try. You can try if you really want to.
I wouldn't.
Bob, throw me!
Looking down, what do we see?
Roll a perception.
I thought we were floating.
You're
We're
dropped.
falling
He
now.
just made this one fall.
I have a really bad perception. I'm not the person to be doing this.
Hashtag perception.
Nah, you're just the only
Sophia
thing
will
you
look
see.
also.
The only thing you see is Zach. Is you're angry.
Yeah, I am angry.
Can Sophia look down?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's Sophia's. She has
Okay,
advantage.
yeah, that's right. I get you. 23. As you look down, it seems to just be hard stone and jagged rocks. There's pools of lava in the distance, and you're getting close. Maybe
What-
only 100 yards
Is
off.
there anything around us we can grab?
No, it seems that the last platform you jumped on was the lowest one
That's
down.
what I thought. Okay.
As it's sinking, I need you all to
Well-
make a dodge.
Look.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Phantasma, you as well.
I'm still holding on to
I did.
Ian, by the way, because
We're like,
he just saved me, and I'm not letting go of him now.
me neither.
So, Daniel, you're
Yeah, Arya's-
fine. Ian, you're fine. El Phantasma's fine. Silvermop is fine. Arya's fine. Ashley's fine
Everyone
with a plus.
has.
Athena,
Yeah.
however... 13,
I'm in
14.
clairvoyance. I have disadvantage on this.
Yeah, you
Ooh.
fall off the side.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Oh!
Ian gets a reaction first. If you
Oh
want.
yeah,
literally-
Ian does
I
get a
can't.
reaction first.
I can't. I don't have an inspired action unless I can jump down. And...
Oh, I don't need an
No,
inspired action.
you'd have
I
to
just
change
kind
it.
of
You'd have to change it to demon form if
Wait.
you want to.
I
yeah,
blood rope
Ian's too scared to
immediately.
do that.
I
Wait,
blood
can I-
rope immediately in her direction.
Roll an acrobatics for me.
Acrobatics. Do you wanna do it? There we
22.
go.
Athena, you feel around your gut, get yanked upwards as you get pulled back up onto the platform. But however, it doesn't stop the fact that you're only maybe 70 yards away from the ground, going fast.
Now I want to do an inspired action.
Okay.
Okay, I want to blood net of some sort.
You mean your blood gel?
Well, no, I want to
Around
actually
everybody?
make a net so that it's something else we can get onto.
There's a building
that's
coming down on top of you guys, on top of the ground.
Fuck.
So
okay, could I
Oh,
blood?
God.
Can I
Wait,
blood
wait,
skin?
can I do an
you want to try to
inspired
blood skin everybody?
Yeah,
All right, why don't
like
we do a
a
combined
net
inspired
around-
action?
around
Jeffrey,
us.
what were you thinking?
I wanted to make a dome out of metal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Could I-
so infusing with Ashley, you kind of look at each other, kind of the animosity between each other, but you both want to keep everyone alive. You look together. She starts making these blood walls as you make this metal dome. Both of you use your inspired actions, and I need both of you to. First thing we're gonna do, I need you to each are gonna roll a d4, but before you do, I need you to pick one number that you both agree on.
Okay.
And if you both roll it, it automatically succeeds.
Okay.
What number you want to do?
3, Jeffrey.
Yeah, 3 works.
3. Okay.
Now let's have Jeffrey roll it, and you roll one.
Okay.
Roll a
D4?
d4. Yeah. A 3.
Oh,
Come
Oh
on.
boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm really tense.
You see as your eyes lock, and right before you hit the ground, you hear this around you, but nothing hurts.
Oh yay!
And everything,
Oh my
however,
gosh,
is
that's
dark.
the most clutch moment ever.
Hmm.
supposed to clutch 3.
Clutch 3.
Everything
I was
is
expecting to see like a 1.
I know, right?
however,
was too.
everything is dark around you.
Yeah, there's no light. We're
You
in a
don't
dome.
hear anything. You hear just
Are you guys okay?
Can I try and make myself glow to create light?
Is everyone alright?
Yeah, you take off your glove and you see yourself. You're kind of under this rubble.
Ashley has massive bloody tendrils coming out of her.
I want to check everyone for
Rose
wounds.
tree.
You see
Jeffrey's still holding out his hands.
roll a medicine check, or a health check.
Health check.
Daniel.
R is just panicking and just clinging to Jeffrey really tightly.
Jeffrey, as you kind of see Ashley, you kind of give each other a mutual nod of respect, at least in this one instance. So Daniel, you're going around. You see that while nobody was killed, seems like a couple people were knocked unconscious, a couple people were injured. You see Thomas has a big gash on his forehead and isn't moving. El Phantasma is sitting right by him, not looking that happy. It seems like you kept everybody else. There was a bunch of there's a couple of unknown faces, prisoners that are fairly injured. It seems like they hit a couple rocks on the way down, and things like that. But they seem all fairly intact.
I want to start tending to everyone's wounds if at all possible.
Aw,
You're starting to heal people.
Doing his job.
You're just sitting over them and making
Oh,
sure.
go for it.
How big is this
Sophia,
building?
Sophia is going to attempt to see if the building is trashed all around us, and if so, like a way to dig out.
Have her roll an investigation.
I release my bloody tendrils now so that she can go see this.
And I dissipate the
Investigation.
metal.
And you see Ashley just kind of flop and lay on her back.
You see, she's having a hard time. She's searching around. It seems like you guys are pretty penned in from what she's telling you, but you're not 100% sure on that. She's not either.
I want to look around also.
Okay, go ahead. You work together this time. It goes a little bit better. And you're looking around. So you start to see that there's ways out. You could probably move some of these rocks to get through. But you're afraid of the rest of the building collapsing on you. Because you know for a fact Mop and Jeffrey could probably just knock these out of the way. But you're scared of what might happen if you do. You see El Phantasma. You're getting rather
Yes.
worried and rather frustrated as Thomas hasn't woken up, and you know that if Zach saw you, your entire operation as a spy is blown.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, if anything, you need to get out of here as quick as you can.
Before I do,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk up to Jeffrey.
Okay. Jeffrey, you
And
see
I'm gonna-
El Phantasma start walking towards you very intently.
So, I am as slippery as you remember, eh? So, you do remember.
Of course. I don't forget.
I want to smack him and then hug him.
Aww.
Do you let the smack happen?
Yes, I do.
It stings a little bit, but then you're surprised as you have another person hugging you now as well.
There's two people hugging you.
Then
Who's
be-
gonna
before-
find a
I might
before
make this
leave-
a group hug even more in a second.
Before I go
Tired.
though,
Mhm.
what I'm gonna
Bloody-
say to Jeffrey, you know, okay, I have still not fully forgiven you, but you did help save my newest friend, Thomas. Right now, my como se dice, my emotions are mixed, but I see you have a good group here. Make sure you don't abandon them. Never.
Oh, and with that, can I? Bloody Ashley, tired-looking Ashley, walks up to Jeffrey and holds out a hand. That was really cool.
He extends his arm and shakes it. You
And
won my respect.
So I'm heading out, right?
Yeah, so you see as Thomas pushes himself up. Phantasma. Come here.
See?
Do I?
Do you think Zach saw you?
No creo, but we will just have to see.
Alright. Well, you get back to your side of things. I think I'll be able to take it from here. Do you remember how to get back?
Alright.
You think you'll be able to get back up, right?
Ten cuidado, amigo. We don't want to lose you too early.
Alright. Stay
And
safe,
then-
old friend. I'll be in touch.
All right.
Oops.
And I use Shadow Aura on myself.
You see he slips through the cracks in the ball of shadow and disappears.
Meanwhile,
And can we give a big round of applause for Poke / El Phantasma?
I can't clap.
Oh.
But I'm
good
clapping
job,
in my
Poke.
head.
10 out of 10.
Wait,
That
no, I
was
got this.
amazing.
I'm
Gracias.
sure El Phantasma will return again in the future.
No.
We'll just have to wait for the right moment. Anyway, Poke, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yeet.
Puck.
All right. Adios. I'm gonna watch
See you later,
through the
folks.
stream.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank God that guy's gone.
Oh my god, dude.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming from Xuhn. He has to always make that joke.
It's soon.
You have no idea how much that meant to me.
Yeah, we get to see a little bit of Jeffrey in here.
See, it's not gonna be over though, because Arya's gonna look to you now.
You see as he disappears, Arya kind of leans across from your side. He's like, huh?
What was that?
What was what?
Why did you slap you in the face?
Something that I
And
did a
then
long
how
time
do-
ago.
Like what?
Well, it's not important. It's not important.
I give him a squint too.
Can I make healing the alchemist my #1 priority here?
You've got most of them. He's kind of shrugged you off so he could stand up or sit up and talk to El Phantasma.
Can I go find a nice dark corner and just sit over there?
Yep.
Can we get the hell out of here?
Mop, you see
I
you're,
agree with Mop.
you see you're looking around. You see that there's wall you could probably smash through.
Could.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Hey,
Can
Jeffrey,
I
come
check
here.
to see if it would be fatal to the building killing us?
Alright, I walk over.
Okay, Mop, first roll an intelligence check.
Oh, God.
My best.
Come on.
You're like, yeah, it's fine. I'm going for it.
No,
Jeffrey's,
freeze!
as Jeffrey's walking over, you're about to hit it, and you hear freeze. It's right as you're about to
Freeze.
mid-swing.
I use my powers.
Yeah,
Jeff-
what's up?
He uses ice powers.
No, don't use ice powers.
He uses
No,
ice powers
Jeffrey,
and falls over.
I need you to make a metal wall that has a roof on it, like a ceiling, kind of like a gazebo or something, so that Mop can smash through this part of the wall, but that we can all stand under the archway so that none of us, or brace
So-
the wall.
That's
So
a
the
big
black
wall.
Come down on top of
is what
us.
you're
Wait.
saying.
Wait a minute. You guys, let's just hold it together while he smashes through. And I put up a couple bloody tendrils smacking all
Yeah,
around the
that's
wall.
Ashley's not smart enough to realize that was what you were saying.
Yeah, no,
That's
exactly.
what I was saying.
No, you're saying an arch so that we don't get hurt, but we could also just make sure that it doesn't fall everywhere.
That's the.
Yes, this is the point. And stupid Ashley goes
Caroline knows that's the point. Ashley doesn't. Ashley has a very low intelligence
Yeah,
as well.
she really does. And Ashley goes and starts spreading her bloody tendrils around the wall. Go for it, Mop.
Now, how are you supposed to get out without the building collapsing on you?
I'll be fine.
If you're the one holding up the wall.
I'll be fine. Just go for it.
Just let Jeffrey do it. He can use metal like beams and do it.
Isn't Sophia like super fast?
Uh-huh.
Just in case,
Have her
Jeffrey's gonna
driver.
just spawn a wall, just a plain one, and put it up against the ceiling.
Okay. You have it there.
Can I smash the?
Athena wants to make sure the wall is not going to come down on top
That's
of
why
us with
I
the
have bloody
placement of the
tendrils
wall.
all over the wall. Go for it. I'm holding all the pieces that are gonna break apart.
Mop, do you go for it?
Mm.
Okay. You roll a strength check as well.
Okay. Just a normal strength.
Yeah.
I should be good.
Yeah, you're holding up things. You see, doesn't quite break. Mop, roll another one.
Come on, you can go harder than that, Mom.
You see as he loses grip on his mop and it goes out a hole in the crack somewhere.
Mom.
And poof, he turns into a Steinarr Stevens himself.
Wait, what?
You accidentally throw your mop out the crack that you were trying to break, and it's just outside somewhere now. You can see it.
All right, cool.
Oh no!
Do I see it?
Can I grab it with my water? With the water?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a concentration or focus, whichever one you want.
Oh, not Constitution like you always had me roll.
It's basically the same thing.
Jeez, it's the same thing for this. Gotta find it. Wait, where is it again?
It's at the top. Concentration is below
You'd be using
athletics.
Focus. You'd be using Focus.
Focus is right below that.
Oh, that's why. It's not on my other sheet.
Oh yeah, just roll a Constitution check then. I'll fix that one. Just help remind me.
Oh.
You see, as you're like, you're throwing out some water, and you're like trying to drag it back. It's like not doing anything.
Do I see it?
It's like 35-ish feet away.
Oh, my tendrils.
How big
Can
is
I
the
let go of
hole?
one of my tendrils and go and just pick it up?
Okay.
Oh, that's risky.
It's a 40-foot.
Okay. Roll a just a straight dexterity.
Okay.
My goodness.
I have a pretty
See,
good.
I just like the
I
As soon as you
normally have a pretty
you
good
knock
dex.
it a little farther away.
How big is the hole he made?
He didn't make really much of a hole. It's like he literally threw it through like the size of a dinner plate. Threw the mop directly through it like a javelin.
Arya is gonna look at Jeffrey and like kind of whisper like, "Okay, is silver metal?"
Yeah.
It's not mag. It's not.
His magnetic powers don't work on the mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, the magnetic power.
I know it's canon. I can't.
Yeah,
affect
we
the mob.
fought before and he hasn't.
He hasn't been able to affect the mop just because there's
Oh
some kind of
no!
magical
You know
property.
what?
Is the wall still being
Hold
held?
on, Jeffrey's gonna say something.
Yeah.
I was about to
By two
say,
tendrils.
Hold on.
if I were to let go of the wall, I could put it behind the mop and kind of scooch the wall forward.
Sounds too complicated. I'm just gonna try and summon the mop.
Wait. Can Ashley punch the wall?
You can try.
I know,
She's
we're about to
super
just punch the
fucking strong.
wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, go ahead, just punch the
Roll
wall.
strength.
Both of
Ashley
us?
just sighs and then punches the wall.
There's a couple more
Oh,
cracks.
that's
There
a
you
good
go.
throw. Whoops.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You hit it
Wow.
and you just ah.
okay. Can I use an inspired action? I want to do the same thing that I did with the lock back in the building. I want to just sort of disintegrate the wall.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a focus or concentration.
Concentration's better.
This is
Ah.
sometimes.
You see his
Oh.
the pieces are starting to fall down a little bit, but Ashley goes back to holding it, and Jeffrey is the other part. You make a hole that you can probably most of you can crawl through. Mop might be a little tight to get through.
Sophia's
Tiny now.
gonna
Steiner can crawl through.
Yeah,
Yep.
Steiner's a
and retrieve the mop.
I'm just gonna crawl through right away and
That
get
was
the
cool,
mop.
Daniel.
You see,
And
yeah, you go
punch
get
through.
your mop.
Mhm.
Sophia probably would follow you pretty quickly afterwards and just
Yep.
bolt right out there.
I just sort of
Sophia
did
is
like a
going to
half
look
bow.
for any sign of trouble.
All right,
on the
roll a
other side.
perception check.
Am I on Sophia? Yes. Okay.
So-
Advantage.
She's looking upwards at she looks around, sees a lot of just stone and lava pits and jagged rocks. She looks above her and looks at where the city is, floating above this ground level. There's just a huge hole where all the buildings have just careened down. And it's almost like if you just took a stick and drew it in the mud. That's kind of what it looks like. That just this empty line of where you just this huge prison buildings and then this cruise ship size building just all the way down, And there's debris all around you, so making it hard to see even more. You don't see anybody now. You see there's a lot of like people moving around up there. There's a lot of these cars that are these like very red kind of police cars that are around the areas where seemingly a lot of people are injured and things like that. You don't know how many people were taken out, mainly by Zach.
There doesn't seem to be a way to get up to the hole.
No, it's like a good maybe 1,000 feet above you, maybe more.
Sophia's immediately gonna poke her head back in the hole and talk to everyone and just say, "We need to get out of here now before
I
someone
climbed out
finds
the
us."
hole.
Yeah, everybody gets out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
How do we get out?
You see Thomas is kind of he has his arm over one of the other unnamed prisoners and he's like, we gotta do a lot of walking.
Walking where?
That way. Before we can even get back up. El Phantasma has the ability to kind of float back up. But we don't. And on the way, the hideout's farther that way. So it works.
I look around at everyone else.
Okay, let's go.
Also, keep an eye out. There's a lot of pitfalls and monsters around.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Is everyone with us? And I look at the team.
You see that you have, right now, with the group that you have, there's like 25 total people.
Oh boy.
It's the 8 of you, plus Thomas, and then the rest of them, which is makes up like 16 people. Thea is currently being watched by Super Cape.
Okay.
Because she saw that you were busy and kind of stepped up. While neither of them have powers, Super Cape is a little bit more fed, it seems like, still, as she's died a lot earlier, or a little bit earlier, or she's stronger, whatever. She's thicker, something like that.
She's probably more fit.
Yeah.
No, I
Thea
think
was
like
Thea
probably
was
just
very
like routine exercise.
Yeah. Thea is very strong too, but more of that kind of slender build. So.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
All right.
I hope.
So who's leading the way?
Ian is walking in the back.
Last time I led the way, the island fell, so.
I'll go in
Athena
front.
all the way in the
Sophia will probably take front.
Okay, so
I'll probably follow behind them.
okay, let's have Athena roll me a survival with advantage because there's people helping you. Because Thomas is like probably standing next to Jeffrey.
Tired. Like Ashley is tired.
16.
Okay. You see, it's a very uneven, very kind of weird terrain. It takes you guys a while to find a way out of the debris of the several buildings and islands that have fallen down upon you. And it's very rough footing. A couple people are in danger of cutting themselves and scraping. As the sharp, rocky terrain is very volcanic and, in a sense, as it's very dark down here as well in comparison, because whatever that light is that seems to be on one side of the city at all times doesn't really make it down here as much, as it seems you're almost in like a very large bowl. You can't really see one side or the other. So as you're going through, I need Athena to roll a perception check. Okay, pretty darn good. You see as you stop everybody, as you see this, you see this kind of, the ground is kind of swirled and moving a little bit in front of you. You hear this. From beneath it. What's the
There's
holdup?
something down there. I don't know what this is.
He steps forward. All right, everybody back up, quick.
Ugh.
You all
Backing
step,
up?
You all
Yeah.
step back.
Backing up.
I'm already in the back, so.
As you see this explosion of lava and fire just
Oh,
out of the ground,
Okay.
and it eventually, like a geyser, just lands back down, and it starts again to really look like the ground, that very charred volcanic ground. And it's very hard to tell where it was, but you lead them all around, and Thomas helps guide you, and he just says, "Yeah, gotta watch out for those. The ground is very largely filled with potholes of this."
gross.
All right, keep going. Roll another survival with advantage.
Okay.
It's like the Oregon Trail, but different.
But hell.
But in hell.
21.
So you're able to kind of scout some of those yourself and move people around that. You have Jeffrey helping keep an eye as well as Thomas and Sophia. They're all kind of working together to be like, look there. Okay, we're good. As you keep going forward, you've been walking for a good while, and you're all starting to get pretty exhausted. You don't really have a good sense of time, but it feels like you've maybe been walking for a good 5-6 hours.
Ashley's then very exhausted. Thomas,
Done.
how long is this gonna take? Are we there yet? Are we near?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
We got maybe another. He checks a watch. That's like a weird watch that has a bunch of different dials and things on it. It's hard to understand. We got another maybe 10 hours or so.
What?
How much is we're in like a bowl, correct?
It's a very large bowl, essentially. It's like way beneath the floating islands, and the light is seemingly blocked by something way off in the distance.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
So wait, it's still really dark?
It's fairly dark. Like, you get a very, very low reddish glow.
Okay, because I still plan on keeping myself glowing.
Okay, yeah, you're helping keeping light. We can try to find a spot to sleep, but we gotta be
I don't
careful
know about that.
Yeah, we'll need a bunch of people on watch, and we got a lot of us that still don't have powers right now.
Yeah.
I can't do much if the people with powers are exhausted and can't do anything else.
True. We gotta keep an eye on this one, he says, jerking a thumb at Thea.
I can take what?
Hmm.
We'll have probably
I can too.
a shift of 2 or 3 of us in this main group here.
Arya, no offense, but you're a little too trusting.
Yeah, no kidding. That's why I'm staying up with Arya.
I need sleep, like now.
I need someone to roll. I need 2 people. Don't just roll. Volunteer for investigation.
I will.
I'll do it.
Okay, Daniel.
Dang it.
Daniel and Athena, go ahead and roll.
For a good spot to stay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm bad.
Okay. You two are working together as you scout around, and you find there's this weird, almost Swiss cheese kind of landscape, and it's all made of rock and stone, and you kind of peer in. It seems fine as long as Thomas says we should be okay in here as long as we don't go too deep. And you find a decent spot that you can kind of all
I grab
bunker
one of
up
the-
in these various spots.
One of the Swiss holes, and I climb into it, and I kind of just
Yeah.
fall flat
It's
on my
this,
face.
it's this weird cavern maze-like area that has different holes in the wall and the ceilings and the floors, and it just kind of has this weird, almost coral, like a stone coral reef
Ooh.
that's in this big block.
Cool. And Ashley's going to sleep now.
You're gonna
Athena will
find
keep
Ian.
watch.
Okay.
And Sophia's gonna curl up by her feet, and I'll stand near
So
Ashley.
for there's 3 watches. We're gonna have 3 people for each. So we have Arya and Athena with who?
I'll take the first. I'll take
So Arya, Athena, and Mop.
yeah.
Okay. So I need all three of you to roll a perception check for me.
Ouch.
Arya falls asleep.
Yeah, Arya legitimately just falls asleep. Mop and Athena, you guys are kind of talking a little bit, so you don't.
Ian's awake though.
No, you're asleep. You
Oh,
sleep-
I
you
was. I
sleep-
didn't want to sleep though.
You need to sleep.
Okay.
Your body will not let you not sleep at this point.
Welcome to having a demon in your body.
Well, he's freaked out, so that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
His
So,
demons
Athena, Mop, do you say anything to each other as Arya falls asleep? Kind of on Athena's lap unintentionally? She kind of just was sitting next to you and just kind of slumped over until she was like laying on you.
That's fine. I'm just gonna like run my fingers through her hair and just kind of like try to make her comfortable. No, listen, that didn't take long.
Dawn.
Gonna kind of giggle to myself.
Okay, look.
Hey, that happens when you roll a 1.
Well, they are looking. That's the whole point of being a lookout.
Yeah.
Okay.
See the point? I didn't know she was gonna have a nat one.
Alright.
Hey, I didn't mean to piss my pants the other day.
Dude, I think that's a personal problem.
Yeah, it's
Daniel
also
just
because
naturally
of Ashley.
Athena's more just gonna keep looking around and just be like, what the hell did we get ourselves into?
He's talking to you, Mop, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Maybe just start muttering to what it seems like myself.
Oh.
Okay.
And I understand what he's muttering.
And I start to like,
Go and do that muttering.
it's just kind of like quiet whispers, and it's like a little bit of some giggles and stuff like that. And then it's like, I'm glad you're here with me. And that's it.
Aww.
Do I hear it?
Roll another perception check for me.
Come on. Plus 12, come on.
Okay. So you see him, he wasn't responding to you, and at first it weirds you out a little bit. And you could have sworn you see like a little flicker of water like on his shoulders, and kind of dances, or almost dancing around him a little bit.
That's cute.
Athena's just gonna smile and stop trying to talk to him and just kind of let him have his moment.
You see he's happy in a way, but there's a lot of sad smiles that cross his face too. As your watch comes to the end, who's taking the next set?
Well,
I
I wanted to find Ian.
Okay. You, Ian, and Ashley.
No!
No, Ashley is passed the fuck out. I'm
gonna wake Arya back up for a second chance.
Arya's
Thank
back
you.
on the ship. She's like, wait, I fell asleep? When? Why am I on your lap?
It's like,
Why has my hair been
Morning
brushed?
sunshine.
He's
Well, Athena has practice with Sophia, so.
she's just like, she looks up to you like, good morning to you too. Wait.
Rise and shine, it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay. If the three of you could go ahead and make your perception check.
Curl up on top of Sophia.
Better. Oh, thank
There
you.
you go.
Oof.
Okay. So Ian's a little distracted as is, so it kind of makes sense. Arya and Daniel are keeping a pretty good watch. A little bit of talking at the same time, but was there anything you say to
She's
each
mostly
other?
just keeping her eyes on Thea.
I mostly wanted to get a little bit of a general idea of what just happened back in the floating island thing.
Well, then say it. Don't
Like
say
that
that you're gonna
prison.
say it.
Yeah, no. So, Ian, why is everybody so emotionally broken right now?
There's no response.
Arya, you're here hearing this as well. Remember.
Okay. When, well, we just lost, some of us lost people who were really close to them. And, yeah, it wasn't the time.
Who was the water dude?
That was Puzzle Boy. He was the Silver Mop's partner and best friend, at least from what I remember. And don't tell the Silver Mop this, but honestly, their bond's more like family. I don't know if they ever noticed it, but I somewhat saw it. That's why it was a lot for him to take when he passed away.
How did it happen?
Ashley moves in her sleep.
I heard you guys mention me. She just glances at Ashley a little bit. It was an accident. You could say it was an accident. Before she was able to gain control of her power, it was more of like this. It's like one part of it was her, and then another part it wasn't.
And then as she's explaining this, Danny, you see that the blood dripping from Ashley's eyes, and you remember the dream you had, and the tendrils almost feel like they're crawling on, like a spider on her back.
I just like slightly scooch away from Ashley.
No, it's okay. I mean, it was before something happened and she suddenly got control of the powers.
Because Athena doesn't explain shit.
Yeah! That's what she said. Something happened. I don't know what, but something happened. And then she was okay. Like, but it's okay. She's fine now.
Okay.
Before it was her. Yeah.
Alright, so who's taking the last shift?
Sophia.
Sophia, Jeffrey, and Thomas.
Yep.
Alright, let's have the three of you two guys, and I'll have Thomas roll separately. Go ahead and roll a
Oops,
perception check.
that's Sophia's tag.
Yeah, I get you. 17, 22.
22, yeah.
What about Jeffrey?
That's Jeffrey for you.
Okay.
Didn't quite fall asleep though.
He didn't fall asleep. He's not really paying that much of attention though. However, probably because Sophia and Daniel or Thomas, sorry, I read Daniel as I said that. Start talking for a bit about a couple things, and they seem to be Hugh seems to be asking her in quiet tones what he wanted with that about the skull dude. She's asked him some questions and about things that you're not really paying attention. You're falling asleep, but you hear your name as you perk back up. Hey, Jeffrey.
What?
You know my friend over there, Phantasma. You know him? He seemed to know you.
You could say that. Be my boss.
Oh.
Your boss.
Sophia's ears perk up.
I mean, I don't know. He didn't talk much about what he did when he was alive. But I assume it's got to be something about that. He didn't seem to trust you either. He said a couple things to me privately that I needed to watch you.
And you have every right to believe that.
I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if I knew what it was.
I'd feel more comfortable if you knew a lot less about it.
I mean, I'll find out one way or another, I'm sure.
And when you do, get back to me.
I'd rather hear it from the person that's being down-talked. And so far, you've done nothing but be a big help. I want to believe my friend that I need to keep an eye on you. So far, it doesn't seem to add up. I understand that people can have a change of heart, and I ain't gonna judge you.
It's more of a change of circumstance.
I feel like Sophia would chime in here and say Jeffrey's been nothing but helpful. He's been great since we met him.
He's been pretty good for me as well.
He's never given us any reason to doubt him.
You still have those dog tags on you, huh?
What are those visible? Oops.
You've had him like occasionally, like he's pretty perceptive. He's seen like the corner of them, and you know, like maybe an indent through the shirt on occasion.
Yeah, what about him?
What do they mean to you?
Everything.
He nods. You know, I can respect the change in circumstance. When growing up, I used to be this punk of a kid. Stealing things, doing things that were fairly illegal. I accidentally started a fire one time. Didn't know it. I got my parents killed. It was up to me, 15-year-old boy, to take care of his grandmother, my mom, and run a shop. Thought it was big stuff. I was the leader of my little group. They turned their back on me because of the stupid things we did. Learned to be a bit of a man because of it. But it was too much for me. Couldn't handle it. I was a coward. Thought I was taking the easy way out.
You have no idea how much I understand.
I don't want to push if that's the case. But if you ever feel inclined to tell me, please let me know.
When I see what I want to see, I'll say something.
Alright. You see that high collar that he has all the time, that he has kind of turned up. He pulls down a little bit and you see there's a mark. It's like a rope burn. He pulls it back up. Let's start waking everybody up. Time to get moving again.
Oh, man.
Jeffrey goes over to everybody and starts tapping them on
He
the
starts
nose.
shaking people awake as well.
Take a long rest.
Athena's.
Everybody got a long rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
who woke me up? That.
I'm gonna say Jeffrey.
Okay, so what? How do you wake me up?
Oh no.
I smack you on the forehead.
Bonk.
Oh, I do not like.
I did not use an inspired action.
And you time to get up.
So what are you doing with your inspired action?
No.
Inspired action. Everyone's randomly pinned to the wall by blood tendrils.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
As Ashley panics.
Ashley normally pops up in his nice after sleeping, but this time she looks somber and down and sadder.
I'm gonna go wake you up. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Oh my god. Hey.
It's time to get moving.
Yeah. And she walks past you.
Yo, you did not just do that. I'm gonna go over there.
Kind of really sadly just walks past you.
I'm gonna put both hands on your arms, and I'm just gonna look you dead in the eyes. I'm gonna say, "What's bothering you?"
Athena's gonna walk up towards you guys.
And I look at Athena. Yeah?
It's not your fault.
Aww, she starts crying.
You know it's not your fault.
You don't
It wasn't
understand. And she breaks out of Ian's grasp and continues to walk off.
Heck no. No. I'm not.
No.
No, we're not letting
Both
you.
of you roll athletics.
Okay.
I want to put my arm.
Can
my
Ian roll with
hand on Ian's
advantage
shoulder.
since I'm helping?
Yes.
Advantage. You don't go nowhere. You don't get to go anywhere this
You're
time.
surprisingly strong. Grabs you.
And we're just hugging you.
Aww.
Showered by hugs.
It's not your fault. I know what was in your head. You had no control over that. You do now. And you've used it to make a difference. You saved all of us.
I'm trying.
You're not just trying, you're doing.
And she nods in your embrace, and yours and Ian's embrace. And then she looks where Silvermop.
You see.
Just
Apparently still asleep.
standing-
All right,
Oh, you have to wake.
no, you're awake. You can be awake. Thomas woke you up.
I'm just standing there stretching.
Stretching, flexing his rippling muscles.
Well, as you guys are like talking and about that stuff, I'm like, I look towards him. I'm like,
She wants to walk up to him.
okay.
And she kind of looks at you with like a sad, solemn eyes, and then hugs you.
It surprises me. Takes me a little bit, but then I hug back.
You know, everyone else who doesn't understand that is seeing that, by the way.
Beautiful.
I tell her, now's not the time for this. We need to get going.
And she nods in your embrace, and then continues on.
All right, let's get
Athena.
going.
A little frustrated with herself at the moment. And she's gonna stay really quiet.
Can Jeffrey pick up Arya?
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
Ashley's gonna still stay quiet, but she's still feeling a little better now.
Can I resist?
She
No.
probably
Can I
walks
reclaim
wherever
my
Ian
spot
is.
in the back?
Yeah, she's gonna go walk in the back.
I
with
also
Ian.
go to the back with Ian.
Yeah.
The kids
Fine,
are
either.
the edgy, sad kids are in the back of the group.
Listen,
I'm not sad. I'm
there's a
just worried.
specific thing that Ian keeps doing in the back.
Because
Would
What
I
are you
notice?
doing? Yeah.
he,
what are you
he keeps pulling out a demon claw and then putting it away.
Oh yeah, I definitely noticed that.
He keeps
Like,
Yeah, Ashley
looking at it
walks
and then-
next to Ian and kind of just watches that.
However, standing directly in front of you, the only person that really knows who these people are, directly in front of you guys in the back is Snatch and the one lightning guy.
Okay.
They're talking seemingly intensely, seemingly energetically, and like kind of happy in a way as well. However, what two people are in the front? The same as before?
Me and Sophia.
Alright, roll a perception with advantage.
while this is happening,
Oh,
Arya
that's
feels
mine. But
Fine. Doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, Arya, you got picked up. Just you're scooped up by
Just-
Jeffrey. Just like, come on, we're going.
Come on,
I
you
know.
can't. No, it's no time to sleep.
You're lying. There's no cookies in the top. We haven't even seen the thing.
oh, just chill and enjoy the hug.
I'll get you cookies if you actually get moving.
Well, seriously though, we need to keep moving.
You see, as people are starting to leave at this point, it's like you and Jeffrey way in the back now.
She just groans and just follows
Okay. Well, you're still in his arms.
with my cookie
Okay.
and the grape.
You see, you're looking around. You see something move above you on the rocky coral. And
I'm gonna
only
motion for everyone to freeze.
you and Sophia see.
Thomas,
What was it?
something's moving up there on the coral.
What was it?
Hell if I know, I've never been down here
Alright,
before.
then keep moving. Let's watch where you're going. Roll survival.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
no whammies,
Okay,
no
good.
whammies.
Okay, good.
So you're moving, you're avoiding pitfalls and the sharp terrain. Kind of staying on the outside of this coral area. He's like, alright, that way around the corner there. He's looking up. I need everybody to roll that isn't Athena and Sophia, to roll a perception.
Oh boy.
Bad perception.
Heck yeah.
Ian's staring at his claw.
I am super distracted.
Rolling a
Which
perception.
it makes sense.
It's just because she's higher.
Where that is. Neat.
Okay. So Daniel, you're the only person. You kind of look back over your shoulder as you see these very large pincers
Ooh.
that are maybe about the size. Each of them is maybe the size of a small sedan.
Okay, do we still have those comms?
Yeah, you still have them. But you're
Okay,
not
I
that far
want
away from
to.
people.
Yeah.
I think it's more so you can get
And then-
everyone.
Well, I'm in the back with Ian, and isn't
He's in the front.
the alchemist at the top in
Yeah.
the front? So I just say, alchemist, there's a bunch of weird pincer things back here.
You hear him look back. He doesn't see anything, but he just says, "Run!"
Oh, I book it.
Everybody-
I grab Ian and just say, come on.
Everybody roll athletics.
Oh boy.
That's my favorite.
I hate athletics.
Mop is fine. Jeffrey's fine.
Of course, Mop is fine.
Arya
Can
technically
Sophia,
doesn't.
grab Athena.
I'm
Athena's not
vicious
fine.
in
I'll let
this.
you- so
Me too. By 12.
Jeffrey, fortunately, you're still carrying Arya, so she's fine.
Can I use a glide to help myself?
If you want to use one, yeah.
What happened?
Ooh.
Okay.
So wait, what happened with us?
You guys are
Yeah.
running right now, and Sophia, Athena, Arya, you're fine, and Daniel,
Haha.
you guys are. It's very rough terrain. You're starting to catch yourself.
I'm
You
not-
trip a little bit.
Perfect balance.
Can I monkey?
Yeah, you're fine.
Can I monkey bars
wow.
with my blood tendrils? Yeah.
Sure.
I grab Daniel, the one person I always seem to grab, and scar immensely. And I start to monkey bars towards the front of the group
Okay.
with my bloody tendrils.
Sophia's gonna dog shape and pick up Athena and go.
Okay.
I'm still making sure to stay in the back.
Okay. You're kind of watching the back as you're all rushing forward. You see as one of the unnamed people trips, however, and falls down.
I'm helping him up.
Okay, I need you to roll a
I'm not.
athletics.
Come
Okay.
on. Alright, it's not bad.
I need to roll for something.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You see as
Why do I have to be
you
a
see
hero?
as this. Thank you, Kier. You see as this large tendril-like tongue reminds you of a larger tendril from Ashley. Just and it drags the guy away
Ew.
No!
into the darkness.
Not Mr. Unnamed Man.
I strike.
He was my favorite.
I keep going. Feeling bad, but I run like the wind.
As you're running forward, you don't know exactly where it is. You're all going as fast as you can. Ian, you're a little bit behind everybody. I need you to roll another perception check.
Oh, please. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So,
Wow.
you look back behind you, you don't see anything. And then all of a sudden, you look over to your right like you heard something. You don't know quite where you're running in this maze of this coral.
Oh, shit.
And you don't see
My favorite.
anyone.
Oh, fuck.
Your
I'm not
party or
stopping
the
running.
monster.
Can I look back?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you
I'm
can, you
not
don't see him.
stopping running in the direction I'm running.
Ashley,
Wait, how
Ashley
high
and
are you
Daniel.
holding me up?
Ashley,
Yeah, guys, we're like above the group.
Ashley and Daniel, at
vertically.
like the same time, you look back and you don't see Ian.
Where'd he go?
Where'd who go?
Ian!
Ah, God, fucking.
I'll go.
No!
Come on.
If we go, we all go.
And I monkey bars back to the back of the
can-
group.
Can
Put me down.
Sophia,
And I
No.
put Daniel down.
Sophia drops Athena and bolts in that direction.
I haven't
I
started
start
doing
running too.
whenever I'm running.
And I'm monkeying
I
bars.
don't know what
really
direction I'm
quickly.
going.
Sophia
little
is
bit back.
literally
Ian,
just
roll
trying
me
to
a
grab.
d4.
A D4? Oh
This is
shit.
which direction you're going.
Slash RD4. I'm going in that
Okay.
third direction.
Okay. So,
What's all the threes on the D4?
I don't know. Is there anything on this map? I don't think so. No, okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hopefully I'm going in the right direction.
Oh, we got a map.
So if you could all place
Oh,
your
I
tokens
recognize
down somewhere.
Please find out.
Okay,
That's not a good
token.
sign.
I'm a token. I'll just be like,
You know what,
here.
Token? Can you please? Thank you.
Ian, my baby.
Get out of here, Pops.
No. Oh,
Stop it.
Over
Stay
here.
away from me.
Go back over there.
My baby.
Which direction am I? Oh,
Okay.
I'm not stopping running though, not until you have good.
Okay, I'll show the map in just a second here. Thomas, and there's a bunch of other random people that are a little farther in the back. Mainly you
Which
guys
are the
that are-
important ones?
Yeah.
Does Ian have an earpiece?
I don't know. Did it fall out?
Yes, you had one.
Yeah, you do. We can still communicate with you.
Is there a distance?
Hopefully. Unless another plot wall just suddenly
Oh my
arrives.
I mean, that's assuming that the thing didn't fall out. You know, changing it between demon form and whatnot. Oh,
Don't
it's
give 'em
going for
ideas.
me. Well, I mean, I'm just saying it could have happened. Welcome to the end of Ian Edmonton, guys.
Nope.
Oh boy, that's the field of vision or something. Or is that a wall? Hope that's not a wall. So I got split off from everyone. That's what you missed.
I remember that.
And I'm not going the direction you guys are going.
Oh,
That's fun.
And you're flying, right?
No.
I am gliding, sort of.
Okay.
He has his wings out and he's perfectly balanced so the terrain doesn't affect him.
Okay.
Gosh.
So anything
I'm
that
running
isn't filled
still.
in like that is like a wall.
Oh boy.
That's great.
It's just
So
a reference.
there's a wall where the thing
I
is.
didn't think I was gonna need
Mm-hmm. The thing is in the wall.
So this thing is on the wall somewhere.
Oh, that is
Somewhere.
huge.
It might not even be there.
Huge. And I am not stopping running in the direction.
So
Yeah.
you're currently going this way. Just
And
away
I'm-
from everybody.
I'm
Sophia is
Continuing
howling,
back.
like trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I rolled natural one on my perception. I doubt I hear
I'm a
it.
40 each rope, by the way.
Okay.
as
Sophia is
Ian,
also
however, something you do here is
Oh my god!
you look behind you as this open maw of these giant pincers and these tiny little feelers that are seeming around the circular mouth. You don't see any eyes, but thousands of legs
Wait.
behind it, like a giant
Ew.
centipede.
Ew.
However, it has 3
Look at
large tails in the back.
I'm
Are
still
we
booking
gonna
it.
kill this thing?
So you start booking away. It's going to make an attack at you as it lunges for you. So I need everybody after this attack. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative. But
Ah.
don't do it yet.
Yes!
Don't do it yet.
What do I make? Dodge,
Yeah,
whatever.
make a dodge here.
Oh
Isn't
boy, that's
initiative
not good.
essentially deck space?
Yes.
Everyone has that in initiative.
Oh, nobody gets that except for you.
Oh, okay, cool, cool,
Oh yeah, that plus
Ian's
8. I
special.
can't roll above 14.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I like everybody to roll initiative as this thing grabs onto you with its pincers, and you're currently swallowed.
Can I
Nice.
Click on the token.
All right, just
No.
roll a d20 for me, and I'll add it in manually.
Oh, I haven't clicked on my token. Lol. What the fuck? A 12?
Well, one initiative.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Right,
I'm
add-
doing great. And I'm
Yeah,
in
we
the
rolled
front.
really low.
I can't like wow. My initiative is amazing. Guys, I've done it. My plus 8 initiative and I roll a 12.
Whew. At least I know what I'm doing.
I got a 4.
Well, I've been swallowed, so you guys have fun.
This is fine.
And
I will
that's...
dive into the thing's stomach.
So
This is
you're,
fine.
you're
What if I'm
currently
dying?
you're currently in the first stages of being swallowed.
Oh,
That's
oh,
fine.
fuck.
Maybe I can get out though.
Maybe.
I tripped because I'm not gonna be able to make it till the end.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do whatever this freaking
So-
takes.
It has a +5 to initiative, and earlier I rolled a dice, and I got a 20 because it was a my lucky actual dice.
I mean, if I would have
Oh my
20'd,
God.
which if I 20, I'm gonna be so happy.
So it moves
Gotta
this
happen
way.
once, right?
And
Do we
Sophia
see it
sees
at
this
least?
giant thing come around the corner and just
Gross.
comes around the
No.
corner,
Oh,
snarling and
God.
spitting at you.
Gross.
All right, and it's going to 3 of its tails towards Sophia, so she needs to make 3 dodges.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I'll do good.
So
One
the
is-
first one hits, the second one hits, and the third one hits.
Oh, wow.
As it stabs into her these from the back. 3 scorpion-like tails. She takes fairly low damage on me. 20 damage.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just did 1,
And that
3,
will
4.
end its turn. Athena, you're up.
Well, there goes my plan. Okay. Athena is going to use Searching Thought on the creature to figure out if it saw Ian, where the heck Ian is.
I'm in its mouth. You'll find that on your
you
side.
find out that it's currently being devoured.
Brilliant. That's lovely. Athena's gonna overload from the back of the pack.
Oh.
Okay. Overload. Let's see if it can beat it. No, not with a natural 3. It takes 26 damage as it clicks at you, and it just seems to snarl. All right, is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's all you can do. Sophia is up now. And she just got hit by this thing.
Shit.
I'm eating a cookie.
On her sheet in dog form, does she not have everything that her other form has?
No, she doesn't. She only has things that are on the dog port chain. Her dog
Okay.
form is kind of crappy right now.
Oh crap. She's probably gonna leap at it and try to bite something.
Okay. She can make a bite and a claw.
Okay. Ouch. A little bit better.
Okay, let's see. The first one will not hit. The second one will, however, as she scratches into it. 24 damage into it as she has to get a step closer, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that ends her turn, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about running, but I don't think I'm going to.
Alright, Arya, your turn. This giant
Okay.
beast comes out clicking and snarling at you.
Yep. So, I'm going to move right over here. I remember I did the math. There. And it took a ball movement. And I'm going to screech at the thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your screeches.
They're gonna go into like a screech fight.
I can't screech for anything.
Your voice is still waking up.
Saves the
Give
first
me my
one,
cookie.
saves the second one, and saves the third one. It just kind of toughs through all of it and kind of curls in on itself. Okay.
Aww. Wait, no, this is a villain.
Ian.
Okay, Ian.
I'm getting out.
Alright, so you're currently feeling the stomach acid. On the start of your turn, you take 10 damage.
Oof.
As you're being eaten. You can roll a athletics to get out.
That's fine. Let's go for it. Let's just like let's go for it.
You actually get out. You
Yeah.
kind of claw your way out, and you see as, hold on, you see as this side, right towards Sophia, you just splooge out on the ground. You're prone.
Gross.
You're prone, You can take half movement if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble over here.
Very smart move.
Okay,
Save
as
me.
you do, it gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Roll a
fine. I didn't
dodge.
think about that. It's fine. Roll a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You see as one of the pincers right behind you,
Jesus.
lightning
Great
fast
thinking.
speeds. Okay, I think that's your movement, and that's your that's 3 of your actions to get out actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I have an action.
You have
Can't
one
do
more.
anything with that. Oh, wait. Glide away.
Okay, go another 20 feet if you want.
I'll go here.
Very smart.
Guys, hey guys.
Hide behind the
The
field.
best spot
I'll
you could
go
be.
now.
would actually like protect you.
I'm going behind the tank and the healer, and also my 2 best friends. It's a calculated move.
Yes.
Okay. Daniel, it's your turn now.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure this one's fairly obvious.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm full health now. That's fun.
I don't want you dying, making sure, topping you off, and then I
He's
want
really
to shoot
slimy
at the
now.
thing.
Even more so than before. Okay, energy blaster. Let's see if it can dodge it. Can't. Unfortunately, it's 21 damage right into it. All right. Jeffrey, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try something pretty radical. I'm gonna run forward
Alrighty.
here-ish, and I'm gonna try to toss my bat into its mouth.
Okay. Okay. Roll
Interesting strategy.
a dexterity, just a straight up dexterity.
Oh well, shoot, well, this isn't gonna work, huh?
You never know. You never know.
Can. Do it.
Not 20.
Ah.
No.
I
But-
told you.
Let me see if for it. Yeah, it doesn't beat you by much actually. It keeps rolling 3s. It kind of bounces off of it. You do 1 damage to it as you chuck it at its face.
Yes.
That took up. I'm gonna say that took up 2 of your action points. You have 1 left.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try to put up a wall in front of Sophia. She's awfully close to that thing.
You can't. She has to be 1 foot back, 1 square back.
Shucks. That is unfortunate. Alright, well.
You can always summon it. You can always summon it and then move it if she moves out of the way as a bonus action on your next, or as a action point on your next turn.
Okay, I need some clarification. Just for a moment.
Okay.
So, you mentioned that my bat could kind of appear, sort of like how my wall does.
You can summon it back to you, yeah.
Action point.
It doesn't take an action point. You can just do it on it. Like, if you throw it away, you can do it once for free. If you do it multiple times, it will require an action point.
Alright, so I'll summon that, and I'll place a wall. I'm just gonna use my rule, like right here-ish
Okay. Well,
side, so it's better.
well, this is a wall here. That's all a wall.
I know, I'm saying like,
Okay. Along those squares, I get you.
Yeah.
Draw shape. That's right. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
this is helpful.
Alrighty. I think that ends your turn. Mop, you're up. You see this wall
Alrighty.
come up. All of this is happening with very quickly, remember.
Smart action time. So what I'm gonna do first, say to myself or to somebody. I know this is gonna get old. Let's go, puddle boy. I'm going to jump into my water, into my bucket.
Okay.
Go straight towards. Fuck. I'm gonna go this way, or like move over here, I guess.
There's a wall there.
I know. Don't worry. I'm moving this way. I'm going full speed. I'm gonna form an ice ramp. and launch myself off of it. Land on the back of it, but before I land on the back, I'm gonna form an ice spike at the end of my mop and drive it into its like.
Okay, this is a pretty tough one, just so you know.
I know.
It's a very tough one.
I will make sure it has a great payoff if it hits, but if it doesn't, I'm sorry.
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, first thing I want you to do is roll a concentration or focus.
Come on, don't pull a puddle boy. Ah, you pulled a puddle boy.
You pull the puddle.
Don't worry.
Okay. So, I need you to roll a strength. I need you to roll an acrobatics.
Oh.
Okay, that's making up for it a little bit. Making up for it a little bit. Bringing it back a little. And I need you to roll a another constitution or focus, or concentration or focus.
God.
You're not good at focusing.
Just need a little bit more. Come on.
Okay.
Just a bit more of a push.
So, all right, roll me one final strength. Ooh, no. So, this is what happens.
Oh, so close.
It looks epic at the start, kind of like when you were first entered into the campaign. You remember it.
Oh boy.
As you remember, however,
No.
the train doesn't go too well. It's almost like you make stairs of ice. It's not that smooth and jagged. You fly over the wall. However, you're trying to hastily recover to the jerk in speed. You hit the ceiling. You fall onto its back. And you correct yourself. You bring the mop down. You bunk it on the head. But unfortunately, the top of it, the horn hits you and you get knocked off. Roll just a single mop attack for me. You don't quite get the ice to go. All right, you do 23 damage to it as, and you bounce off of it, and you are now here.
Damn it! That would have been so cool.
It looked cool for like the first 30 seconds.
You inherited my bad rolls by absorbing me.
All right, Ashley, it's your turn.
I'm living
Oh
with it.
god. That's a lot of things that just happened. I'm good. Ashley is going to. Gosh. Oh, she can climb over the metal thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. She uses her movement to go up to that.
Go up to it. To where?
Or go over it, I should say.
To like there, to there.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay.
And she uses blood spear right into the centipede gross thing.
Okay. That's one blood spear.
I can do another?
You can do a blood claw.
Okay. Actually, is the centipede thing in the way if I want to go and grab Mop?
He's on his feet, but he's just like kind of bounced off and stood up.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
However, the blood spear, is it kind of ducks underneath it as you shoot it out.
Oh, fuck. 17, not that great. But 17. Okay. I'm gonna blood claw it.
Okay. Yeah, that one will hit.
That's better.
As you just curl back down in with the other hand. I think that will end your turn.
Is Sophia gonna be okay? Oh, okay. I can't do anything.
Yeah. It's now its turn.
Okay, you done. Go for it.
It's going to turn to you and Sophia and try and,
Yeah, that's what I
and
thought.
reach both of its pincers back, and both of you need to roll a dodge or defense. Oh god.
Oh no.
What? Oh, that
So you
feels-
see as Sophia jumps out of the way, and as it but unfortunately Ashley wasn't quite ready for its speed and is very surprised as she's eaten up.
Oh,
Well,
cocoon.
And then that's gonna use, and then it's gonna move this way.
No, you're not going
You-
anywhere.
Sophia gets an attack of opportunity, a claw or
Okay.
a bite. Okay, she does manage to bite it for 12 damage. And however, this thing cannot be knocked prone. So it's not going to make the strength check. But it's trying to carry Ashley away. Alright, Athena, it's your turn.
Oh, that's Sophia's sheet. I was like, those aren't my moves. What is going on? Shit, that's as far as I can go. Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna go here. And I'm going to cast Precog on Mop.
Okay, Mop, you have advantage to hit enemies for your next turn.
And then, can I see it from this angle?
Nope.
Crap. That's still not my sheet. Yeah, I can't really do anything. I guess I'll hold an overload if it comes back this way.
Okay, fair enough. Sophia, as she's very shocked at the speed of it and then it taking Ashley away inside its mouth.
She's going to run over and attempt to attack it again.
Okay. Make her to attack. She can get over there, no problem. Just assume that she can get there at all times.
It's like, I can't get anywhere, she can get everywhere.
Biting a claw. Okay.
God.
First one misses. The second one doesn't, however, is a natural 1. 12 damage to it. It's looking a tiny bit rough, as there's some scales and things like that on its body, that its hard outer shell is starting to have pieces of it poke through.
Okay.
Okay. It's Arya's turn now.
I mean, I'm going to. I guess. Can I move over here?
Yeah.
Like, is this part is just.
No, that's
not
the part. That's
existent?
a jagged
Okay.
rock piece that's out there.
Okay. Okay, she's just gonna go over there. And.
You can still get there.
Yeah. Where is it? Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna use Deafening Cone.
Okay, you're gonna hit Sophia if you do that.
Never mind. I'm going to use Screech. I'm going to do 3 Screeches.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
First one doesn't hit. Second one does. Third one does.
Ooh.
However, half of that damage goes to Ashley.
Oh, fuck.
So 10 and 8. So 18 damage to Ashley as well.
Sorry.
The sound pierces through it. You didn't know. Now you do. Your character still doesn't know, though.
Yeah, so she's not. I can't metagame. Dang it.
Ashley, you got that? Caroline?
Yes.
Oh,
Jonas is controlling.
Wait, why is she in Jonas's room?
she walked upstairs. She walked upstairs to hang out with Jonas, I guess.
I don't know why she'd want to do that.
She was too afraid to be next to the DM.
Yeah.
Too much power.
All right, so yeah, you took that. Ashley took 18 damage, just so you know.
Yes, I did it.
Okay, Ian, you're now up.
All right, using 3 glides,
Okay.
I measured that I could get over to here.
Okay, using your glides. Got it. I saw you
And
measuring.
I'm going to action surge.
Okay. 4 more action
So
points.
I can pop an inspired action.
Okay.
So here's the plan. I want to fly onto the creature, or fly over it to the mouth, pull Ashley out and fly back over to the other side.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics and a athletics.
All right, athletics.
Oh.
So what happens? You fly over it, no problem. You know, deftly, nimbly around it. You're just trying to open up the pincers and jaws, and you're just like,
Can I help him? I'm
yeah.
in distress.
You roll me an athletics.
Save your damsel, Ian.
Okay.
Please.
So she sees you and gives you an opening, and she dives out of its mouth. Well, I have to do
And then they
this.
fly back over, or?
I'll let you fly back over, not with her though.
Oh, that's.
Can I grab
That
onto him
mean-
with my bloody tendrils?
I mean, that was part of the inspired
Not your
action, but I
turn.
mean, okay.
Yeah, but you failed
Okay,
the
yeah, that's
athletics
true.
part.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. You know, no, I'll stay there.
Okay.
Oh god.
That is your turn. Daniel, you're up.
Okay, oh boy, I'm gonna be the most useful person here. Oh, great, okay, you gotta move that wall, man. I can move here.
He can move.
I'm working on it.
He can move it on his turn.
I can move here. Can I see the beast?
No. There's a wall there.
But, like, what if there wasn't?
Well, there
You
is.
could have moved there and then there.
You can make it to there.
Okay. So I can see it from here? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I can. Okay, I'm just gonna pew pew pew.
Okay, let's
That's
see.
horrible.
Yeah, those are really bad.
Those are horrible.
The first one hits. The second one doesn't, obviously. The third one it does.
Hey.
Okay, so
Okay,
more
not
damage.
horrible.
It's starting to look a little shaken, and it's doesn't seem to like where it is at the moment. Jeffrey, you're up.
Okay, fine. Okay, wait a moment.
You smack Daniel in the back of the head with the wall. Got it.
No, please.
Scooch past him to get to like here.
Yeah, you can get there to get by him. Yeah.
Okay, and I see that that's the edge of the map, but could I still place a wall there?
Like behind, yeah. I'll say there is a wall. You can move actually your wall. If you don't want to create a new one, you can move it 30 feet from it. That's 60. You can use another action instead of one action point. One action point. You can use 2 to get it 60 if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Okay. Just gonna rotate this bad boy. And I'm just gonna put it over here on the left, just so I know that it's like blocking the area, but I don't have enough space right now.
Okay, that's cool. And then I guess the only thing I can do is chuck my bat, so I'm going to try that again.
Okay. Go ahead and give it another dex.
Of course. I
Well,
need
dex
to-
are throwing.
Try not to hit us.
All right, you hit it in the back. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Yay!
6 damage.
3 damage. All the threes.
What's up with the three?
On normal dice, everything is a 3. Bunk. It bounces off it, and you summon it back to you.
Yes!
Mop.
I want to
It's
see
your turn.
Mop,
Once
you have
more.
advantage. Mop, you have advantage.
With advantage.
All right. What are you trying to do this
Since you got
time?
Puddle Boy's
Make-
roll, I might as well give you advantage like I used to do to him.
Make sure that you drop down your inspired action because you just used 1, then you used another one, so you should only have 3 left.
Yeah, I dropped it down. It's at 3 now.
Okay, cool.
So I'm moving right there. Okay, I'm gonna preform the spear this time.
Okay.
I'm pushing forward. Instead of a ramp, I'm gonna launch myself up with a pillar of ice,
Okay.
landing myself onto its back and like skewering it.
Okay, a little bit easier this time. Less moving pieces.
I know.
All right, so first, roll me acrobatics. A little bit better. A little bit better.
Okay, not horrible.
A little bit better than
Come
like.
on.
Now, roll me a athletics. No problem.
Okay.
Still kind of low in comparison to your stuff. All with advantage, however, so it's all right. 21 and a 22. Roll me a constitution or a concentration or focus. Ooh.
Stop trying to focus.
The focus. Okay, listen to me. The focus is better than the concentration.
Not with those rolls.
Watch.
It's still higher. I'll let you take it though. I'll let you take the concentration.
Thank you so much.
All right, now I need you to roll me another athletics.
29.
Come on.
All right, roll me 2 mop attacks, just for the damage. Oh boy, with advantage. So that's 26, 29, 20. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Oh, yes!
I explained it. I'm just gonna like.
So
jump
you
in.
see him push off the bucket, spring up in the air, both hands a mop as he does with a big ice spike down on it, and with trails of water behind it as it gets pinned to the ground.
You ain't going anywhere.
This pumpkin must have been real powerful.
From way in the back, you just hear, "You're welcome."
You're welcome. Alrighty.
Ian immediately hugs Ashley.
Aw.
Ooh, thank God.
So, as the monster's been dispatched, you all start to regroup again. Thomas comes back up to you guys as he was trying to make sure that nobody attacked any of the other non-powered members in the group and make sure Thea didn't try to slip off. You all right up there?
Yeah, we're good. We got it.
Too busy hugging to talk.
Good
I
work.
really like this glove.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. Anyway, come on, let's go. We got time to kill. All right, so you're back
I'm
up on the
hopping
front.
on Ashley's back.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're all going forward. You're all making a bit of travel. So,
I guess is Sophia's dog form still up?
yeah, it lasts for a little bit longer.
Okay, she'll probably just stay in that.
Okay. So, I need so whoever's leading the group, go ahead and go ahead and roll me another survival and a perception.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's your tag. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll die.
Thomas is helping you out a little
Yeah.
bit. So remember, it's with advantage. So a 16 and a 27. You're moving it. You're running along, and you're going. It's a little slower this time because there's a very rough terrain, and then you see that there's an area that slows you up a little bit. Thomas has to you have to backtrack a little bit, and you come to these set of caves, and there's these big pits everywhere.
Whoa.
And there's
I don't
just
like this.
drops that go into nothingness, and your speed goes down to a very slow crawl. However, you're being careful at the moment. Thomas says, "Move slow. It's wide enough as long as we're not rushing." So I need everybody to make a dexterity or a strength, whichever you choose.
Oh crap.
I suck at both.
You mean a
Oh,
Except for
God.
Ian. Ian, you're fine.
dodge or a
A
strength?
dodge or a defense. Sure.
Oh.
Okay, not horrible.
I don't know which one I
Strength
trust.
is
Hey,
better.
all you gotta do is get
Jeffrey, we're in this together.
Oh, Arya barely made that actually. But
Yeah, I
you had to get you had it's 11 or higher.
Athena failed that.
Yeah. However,
Someone's
Athena
diving.
is the first one to go. Sophia's just like, "Nope," and I got you. Because she pops you back up. She grabs you by the back as you start to slip off, and she grabs you by her teeth, and just holding you that way now.
That's fine.
You're just
That's
like,
fine.
you just see it's like
She's a little baby
it's like a
cub.
large chew toy.
Oh.
I'm okay with this.
You're currently getting slobbered down your back.
That's fine. Don't agree. Athena is not dexterous at all.
I am.
Can I just reposition and climb on her back?
Nope, she's not letting you.
Oh.
She is locking you there because she doesn't trust that you're going to stay on. She's making sure that you're safe no matter what. And she's carrying you across however long it is, or until her dog form runs out.
Okay.
So every time you try to adjust, she just kind of growls at you lightly. Just No.
Can I use my searching thought to keep like a mental wave link going between the two of us so I can understand what she's saying?
No,
Like,
not
have a
quite. You get the
conversation with her.
idea anyway. You get the idea without even doing that. That she's like, no, you're staying safe.
No.
Sit, sit, doggy. All right.
This is probably not the first time this has happened. Poke is right.
Okay, so you make it across these large chasms. You see there's definitely more to go, but you see that Thomas is looking at his watch again. It's like, all right, I don't want to go any further today, or whatever today is. We're pretty close. We're only about an hour away, but the next part is a little treacherous, and I don't want to do it while anybody's tired. So let's find a spot. So I need Athena, go ahead and roll me another perception. I know it's you.
Yep, that's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking around. You find a spot, and it seems to be like it's all rock, so you're doing as best you can, but it seems to be a little secluded. You're on like this island that's connected by these small stone bridges. But you're kind of around this central pillar that's also seems to be holding it up. So you're around that for the night. He says we're gonna need some watches, and just whatever you see, don't go for it. Stay here.
I glare at Ian.
Listen, I was being a superhero.
Okay.
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the first watch. as
I'll
well.
also take this watch.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
I am really becoming a third wheel.
Well, there's
No,
four.
I just want to take watch. Okay.
I was gonna take the second, if anything.
I'll also take.
I
this
slept
watch.
all of the last one, so
Yeah.
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take all the watch.
Yeah, I'm on the first.
Okay. So, for people on the first watch, please go ahead and roll me a perception.
I have really bad perception.
Perception.
That's the reason why we're
Athena,
rolling these
not
perceptions.
Sophia.
Yeah.
You got this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Got plenty of
destructive.
sleep.
Athena, Ian, and Ashley are looking out. Ashley's pretty attentive, pretty awake. Ian is, again, he's not really good at the whole watching out thing. He kind of gets
I
distracted.
keep getting
He's a little
distracted by,
ADD
like,
at times.
My own demon claw.
He's like messing by like changing different parts of his body into demon, like his knee, his shoulder, his hand, his foot, his
He's
chin.
completely distracted.
He's like trying to
kidney.
distract Ashley, and Ashley's like, "Yeah, that's nice." And a little spooked by being in the mouth of the thing. She's making sure to pay
Go
attention.
for it.
Yeah, Ian doesn't seem to mind.
Actually, probably.
He's been in worse predicaments.
Yeah, I've been in predicaments before. It's no big
Okay.
deal. I got out pretty quick anyway.
So, anything that you'd say to each other during your watch?
Ian, why do you keep doing that?
That's how he responds.
It looks so cool. Just look.
She looks a little nervous.
Look.
Remember, be careful.
And the smile in his face just gone. And he just looks down.
It takes a lot to be able to control it well. And I don't want to see you lose control.
Speaking of control, Ashley, have you noticed anything weird since you got your powers back? Everything's like it was before?
Yeah. Yep.
However, Athena, you still can't shrug that feeling of paranoia. That something's wrong. Something's watching you.
Oh.
Athena's just gonna keep looking. I keep rolling really high perceptions and not seeing anything.
However, Ian, please make a mental or ingenuity save, please.
How could you do this to me?
What is about to happen?
Yes.
Oh.
So you hear this whispering in your ear, and you look back. You don't see anything.
Ian?
And he's looking around like frantically. He stopped playing with his claw, but his left hand is still in that demonic form. But he hasn't played with it. He's looking around. Like you hear
Hear that?
something.
What is
Hear
that?
what?
What is that?
Ian.
I need Athena, you make a wisdom save as well.
Oh shit.
Or mental or
Mental?
ingenuity. You see, as you think you hear something too, based on him saying something. Ashley, you don't hear
What do you
anything.
guys hear?
What is that?
I look around.
I need to investigate.
No,
no.
we stay here.
No. This needs to be investigated.
No,
You have to
Ian,
stay here.
stop.
There's a reason why I glared at you.
Ian, do you get up?
I need to go investigate. And I get up and I'm going to investigate.
Nope. Athena will use an inspired action to stop you.
Okay. Roll both of you roll a mental or ingenuity against each other.
Well, I'm going against you.
Oh my god.
Guys.
Alright, so Ian, I'll let you both roll any check of your choosing.
That was pretty bad for acrobat.
You see as you kind of shrug off this mental hold, as you see you like struggle to move forward for a second, and you shift off it and look back at her.
I'm running for it.
No.
He starts running off. Okay, what do you say as he's starting to run away?
Can I do it?
You're gonna use a tendril?
Yeah.
Okay, you roll, both of you roll acrobatics against each other.
Oh
The
no.
athletics.
Or you can do athletics. You can do athletics, actually. That makes more sense for you. Because he's trying to dodge, you're trying to grab.
19.
Yeah, you see as you shrug off the other one, but because you were slowed, you get yanked back.
Ian,
I need to investigate. Let me
what
go.
is this?
Let
I
me
don't
go.
hear what you.
Ian,
I
I
need to
hear
go.
it too.
I need to go.
Where?
Athena
Where's the like?
and Ian make another mental or ingenuity save.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Ian, you're looking around and you're like, it was, you're like pointing in an area where you thought you heard it and you thought you saw a light. Athena, you see this blue glow along one of the paths.
Do I feel like this is like something that's trying to pull us in?
Make a roll an insight for me.
Oh boy, insight's not my strong suit.
You're not quite sure what this is. In this place, it could be anything.
Doing. I'm putting a mental wall on myself.
You don't have reason to do that.
I would have reason to do that if I'm hearing voices in my head.
No, you're talking. That's all right. You're looking at this light. You put a wall around you. And you see this blue glow. You still see it.
Athena?
You can
No.
swear you see the outline of a person.
No,
What are you looking at?
She's the
No.
only person that sees it.
Athena!
I don't know what you're seeing right now, but it's not real.
There's...
Athena!
What?
What's wrong?
I see something and then...
Athena, make another mental or ingenuity save.
I'm looking where she's
I'm
at.
doing freaking ingenuity this time.
See
Thank you.
See this time, is for a brief second, you see Ian and Ashley in their most demonic forms. And you
Oh,
shake yourself and
crap.
it's gone. And you look back and the blue light is gone as well.
Are you alright?
You still feel
No.
like they're about to jump you almost, paranoid that they might hurt you.
I'm holding Athena's
Can I be let
shoulder,
down,
by the way.
please? Can I be let down?
You're still tendril.
There's just a bloody tendril around him.
I'm just like, just like really like got my.
I recall them all back because I'm looking at Athena, very concerned.
Thank you.
Athena!
Athena's just kind of staring off in the direction she saw the light and trying to see if there was like anything there that it was trying to lead us to.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh.
You see that on the other side of the bridge, there's a small cave entrance that's about maybe just a couple feet taller than you are and just a little bit wider.
Athena, we can't go anywhere. The party.
Athena's gonna stand up and walk a little closer, not like just trying to get a better look. See if she sees
Athena?
anything else.
You see as you take a step just to get a little bit of better angle, it's just dark in there. Roll me another mental ingenuity.
Uh-oh.
So wait,
my
does this
God.
include me or?
Bless.
You start running towards it.
Oh,
Can I start?
I hold
not letting her.
All right, Bolt. All
I
right.
have a reaction,
So
so.
yeah, you just immediately just grab her as she tries to go by you. It's like last second, just you're there. You grab her by the back of the collar and pull her back.
I snap in her face like, "Hey, look at me."
Roll another ingenuity or mental.
grabbing her head.
And I want to put a bloody tendril.
I need you to
around
roll an
her.
unarmed strike for me, Athena.
Oh God.
Ian,
Thankfully, my strength is really low.
Ian, roll to dodge against it. You get hit in the face for 4 damage,
Oh my God.
and you drop her, and she's running forward.
Can I hold her back?
Go ahead, roll athletics versus her acrobatics.
Yeah.
You see,
Oh,
it's this
yeah.
point you're grabbed,
Yeah,
and your
my
arms are
gosh.
pinned to your side, and you're dragged back, almost like you've been lassoed.
And Ashley's
And,
yelling now.
at this point, a bunch of you have woken up because of this. All of you, for the most part.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God, like that
Ashley's
entire
yelling.
time I'm screaming, wake someone up.
As you see Ashley
little
starts
kid.
shouting, there's Ian as well. Hey, what's going on?
She's. I don't know.
She's seeing something. It's not real.
Come here. Bring her here.
And I, still having the bloody tendrils around her, bring her up to Thomas.
Is Athena actually trying to?
Yeah, you're trying to get away.
from
You're
this?
trying to get away right now.
Then I would have overloaded Ashley at this point. Just being honest.
Not quite that far yet. Not that quite that far yet. You know that they're not enemies, but you know that you want to get
Okay.
away from them. All right. You see that Thomas kind of moves Jeffrey in front of Ashley. Give her a smack.
Yo, what?
You're
okay.
stronger than me.
Whoa.
I don't want Mop to do it. I don't want a jaw to come off.
Wait, Ash.
Not Ashley. Athena.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll
Yeah,
smack
okay.
it. So what?
Unarmed strike.
Sure. Okay.
I want to give
Here we
her a
go.
smack. She smacked me.
Try to find it. You did it. Found it.
Yeah. So it's with advantage because she's restrained. You just you try to dodge it as best you can. You duck it last second. It's just, Jeffrey's like half asleep. Just. All right. What?
Did she teleport?
Can I take a crack?
Why are we hitting me? What is going on?
You're
I
still
want to take a crack.
I want to go over there.
Let me take a crack at this.
okay. Ian, go
He
ahead.
wants payback. He wants payback.
It's with advantage.
With advantage because she's held.
I don't think you can dodge
Oh
those
gosh,
actually.
20s again.
I can't.
Okay. It doesn't do any damage because you're just trying to give a crack to the side of the face and it snaps you out of it.
Athena!
You don't. And you remember everything that's happened. It's just. You feel like you're breaking down mentally almost. And
Hello?
Athena's pretty strong.
Sophia would be using the empathic tongue, trying
Mhm.
to figure out what's going on.
Just licking your face while you're freaking out.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's still bloody tendrils around.
You feel a little bit better now that Sophia's with you, but Athena is a strong person, very sound mentally. And she's close to tears, you can see right now. She's just that freaked out.
Athena, are you alright? And I go up closer to her, pulling her in with my bloody tendrils.
Oh God. I know all too well.
I
that's not
just
a
see
good
myself
call.
like totally like strapped down and like just hoisted over Ashley. Okay.
And I put her down, and I recall my bloody tendril.
You see
Athena,
Thomas steps over to Athena, puts 2 hands on her shoulders. You're strong, kid. Don't let what you're seeing fool you. Whatever you saw, it's not real. It's something that wants you dead. Something that wants to hurt you. Or hurt what you stand for. Stay with us. Stay with her. I'll take next watch with
I've been
someone.
having all day.
I'll take a watch.
I'll also take watch.
All right. You see as he pulls Athena into a hug.
aw,
It's gonna be all right, kid.
She is very stiff because she does not know who this person is, like really.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not helping much.
He leads you back over to Sophia, who just starts hugging you and kind of nuzzles up against you. but holding
She's
you
gonna
very
hold
tightly too.
Sophia, but she is not sleeping. Like, not after that.
Okay, you're just laying with her at this point. Next 3 for your watch.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep looking, kind of glancing over that direction.
Mop.
Woo, darling.
Wow.
I'm not very good at this.
Don't worry.
Rewatch.
Don't worry. Thomas has
Oh,
got you.
Thomas is here.
Thomas has a plus 14 for perception.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
It's higher than mine.
He rolled a 33.
Okay, I just want to point out we rolled a 15 together. He has a plus 14.
So you guys are kind of talking probably a little bit. You know, you're not quite sure about the other person, but you kind of know that you kind of need to get to know each other a little bit. Thomas is keeping a very heavy lookout. He's pacing around the camp. He's checking everybody every so often. He's, you know, occasionally he like tosses a stone in a direction and kind of gives a nod. He's not really paying attention or being in conversation with you two, as you're also still looking around, but not nearly as intensely.
So, yeah, your voices now.
You see as he's kind of been talking to himself a little bit.
I want, like, okay, I want to sort of snap him out of it by being like, who you talking to?
Huh? Oh. It's just Puddle Boy.
So you can still hear him?
Of course. It's my partner.
I give like a sort of side glance, like, but he's not here.
What do you mean?
Do you see him?
Of course I do.
It hasn't really been like that. It's been like he's always been kind of on over your shoulder, or just kind of talking there with you, but not fully there. That's how it's been for most of this time. He's like, so you say it's kind of like, so you can say what you want, rebuttal that last statement.
I don't actually see him. It's just, I know he's there. So I'm talking.
Roll a perception, another one, Daniel.
Oh.
You see that you're looking. You don't see anyone or anything that would indicate that he's there.
Huh.
It's hard to tell his facial expression to see if he's fucking with you because he's wearing a helmet.
And I know that Ian and Mop have a sort of friendly relationship with each other, so that's what I'm going for here, because I don't fully trust Mop myself, but I know Ian trusts Mop, and I'm trying to trust Mop.
Yeah,
And
this is not helping.
Really helping. I can't trust a crazy person.
Yep.
So,
Is there something? It looks like it's like you think I'm crazy or something.
He says, looking you dead in his deadpan helmet face.
well, you run around dressed as a janitor wearing a bucket, hearing the voice of your dead friend. It's a pretty crazy idea.
He's not dead.
It's not here.
He's a part of me. I don't know if you saw what happened. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on in the prison, but he's one with me now, I guess. Also, when people were falling, when everything was going to shit, I guess, I failed to save people, but some water arms flew out and saved them.
He's sort of like a guardian angel.
Somewhat.
You see, as a little bit of water kind of drips from Mop's fingers onto the ground. and just a little puddle forms.
You're leaking.
And you notice it. You see there's this little like legs and body starts to poke out from underneath it.
What,
And
is it like a puddle?
It's like a
Or is it
puddle.
Puddle Boy?
It looks like a puddle.
It's a puddle!
You see it kind of dances around the both of you. This little puddle of water, or a puddle, dances around you for a second and then disappears in the puddle and then kind of falls back into Mop's arms.
Well, that was a neat trick.
It's not really a trick. Just, yeah.
He assumes that you did it.
Oh. Okay then.
Yep.
So your watch ends. You haven't had to make any mental ingenuity things like that. As you're kind of just fishing off. Thomas tells you to go to bed, and who's taking the last watch?
Probably Sophia.
That would be me.
Okay. Jeffrey, Sophia, and Arya. Go ahead. Since Arya isn't here, I'll just let Jeffrey roll with advantage.
Ooh. He probably needs that.
Okay. Didn't really.
Wasn't surprised.
So the whole time because Caboodle asked me to do this, Arya kind of like starts pestering you as Athena or Sophia stays right next to it. Sophia stays right next to Athena the whole time and doesn't really watch, but she's still keeping a pretty good watch out. But Arya is pestering you. What did that guy say about you? What did he want? And she's kind of just pestering you about your past the whole time.
I'm just gurgling and snarling, like, nothing.
You sure?
Yes.
Really sure?
Yes.
Sophia is gonna chime in and say, Arya, if he doesn't want to talk about it, leave him alone.
Okay. And she just kind of sits next to him. But she keeps looking up at you, almost waiting to be like... She's like asking with her eyes, are you sure? The whole time.
Jeffrey's just getting continually angry. Like his eyebrows are like touching. He's so mad.
So as soon as she sees that, she leaves you alone and gives you a hug. And then lets go. And awkwardly sits next to you, not wanting to make you any angrier.
He takes a big breath and just sits down.
Okay. I need Athena. Not Athena. Sorry. Just fucking
Athena's still awake.
I know. I need Athena and Jeffrey to make a mental or ingenuity save.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't sleep.
I know.
Oh, but this is gonna be bad.
God.
Oh, it's gonna be real bad.
You see while this is happening, you see Arya step up and kind of step by Thea to see if she's still asleep, which she seems to be, from what she can tell.
I could roll two things, mental or
mental or ingenuity.
Oh. Well, I suck at both of those, so we'll just go this one.
So you see as you stand up and walk a little bit of ways as you see this light. But then you kind of hold yourself back. But you then see as Athena is standing next to you. And Sophia is kind of followed and is like, Athena, stop.
Sophia would have immediately run for
Thomas
and Ashley.
Okay. Ashley and Thomas, you're shooken away. Hey.
What?
You see Athena and Jeffrey standing away from the group now towards one of the edges where the bridge is.
I'm very close
Athena
to
is going
Ashley.
to be holding her head.
You working up as
What's
well, Ian.
happening? Yeah, I wake up Ian.
What's going on?
He rushes up to both Jeffrey and Athena and puts a hand on your shoulders. Thomas does.
I'm also going over there, like, fast.
Athena is straight up just shaking right now.
It's not real. Whatever you're seeing. You both see this blue light. Go back to sleep.
It's a blue
not
light.
there.
It's not there. You see, he throws a stone at it, and it passes right through it.
Who's the people that are watching it?
Athena and Jeffrey.
I put bloody tendrils around both of them.
I'm glad I shook this.
Okay, do you try to resist them?
I mean, if this is Jeffrey we're talking about, he's pretty stubborn. So yeah,
Okay.
he's definitely.
You roll a acrobatics or athletics.
Damn, those are easy to beat too.
Yeah, Athena just kind of shrugs it off of you, grabs one and throws it to the ground.
Wow.
Both of you, and you see
Can I
Jeffrey
step
just
in
kind of
front of
lets it
both
go
of them?
around him and just lifts his arm up, pulling it off of it. You see as
You
Ian runs
guys.
around in front of you.
Putting like hand out, like, nah, fam, you don't go anywhere. Don't do this.
Well, kid, I know what I see.
It's not
Athena-
there.
Athena's gonna drop to her knees and just kind of like
There's
Jeffrey,
nothing
Clutch her head.
there.
Jeffrey, you see as something you don't expect as Arya comes around in front of you and slaps the side of your face. It doesn't hurt much. It's just enough to kind of move your face. Roll another mental or ingenuity with advantage.
Ooh, let me try that. Let's see if I do any better. Nope.
No,
Oh.
that will be in just enough as you kind of snap out of it a little bit. You see her looking up at you worried.
What?
And scared a little bit for you. And she just says, "Please go lay down."
Is my watch over?
You can go take a sleep, kid. All right, we're about to get going anyway.
Fine.
And then Arya leads you back.
Our Athena.
Ian, you're standing in front of Athena now.
Athena's like on her knees, like with her head
I'm gonna
in her
give her a
hands
hug.
right now. And all you feel when you hug her is her visibly just shaking.
I like move her hands so she's hugging me back.
Athena.
It's okay.
And I look at Sophia. Sophia, what's wrong? Why is she like this?
Sophia shakes her head. She's not quite sure.
What's bothering you? What do you see? What do you see?
Roll another
Right.
mental or an ingenuity.
Oh.
Oh, Xuhn, come on.
You see, as
Come on.
it's still there. This ambiguous blue light. Can't have the
Is there anything
shape that
else?
it's watching you.
Is there anything else about this blue light?
It's just, I'm watched. I can't shake it.
There's
Tom-
nothing
You're-
there,
wait, you're
Athena.
watched?
Thomas puts a
I
hand on your
forgot here.
on your shoulder. Says, "All right, everybody up. We might as well get going. We only had about 15 more minutes to sleep anyway." So anybody that
forgot
got
here.
woken up throughout the night didn't get a long rest.
Okay.
I was sound asleep.
Daniel and Mop are fine. Everybody else, no.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need it anyway.
Wait, Arya would have been fine.
Oh yeah,
too, right?
Jeffrey and Arya are also fine. Anybody that was on the last watch.
Oh yeah, Mop, you get your inspired
Sophia-
actions back.
Is Sophia good?
Sophia is not good because she was woken up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I didn't need a long rest, but I don't care.
Big question: does Athena have exhaustion?
No.
Okay.
If you guys go 2 nights with sleep, because you guys are already superheroes, you're super strong, then you will have to, then you'll take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay. Athena, throughout the day as you're walking forward,
My bad.
you still feel
Do a close
like
eye
that
on her.
blue light is watching you, and you occasionally think you see it out of the corner of your eye as you walk through these caves. This time you're not leading the way anymore. You see as Jeffrey is also moved a little bit more to the back. And you see how somehow Mop has ended up being the one in the front, with Thomas closely behind him. Mop, please roll a
I'm
survival
walking-
and a perception with advantage.
Gotcha.
I'm walking next to Athena.
Okay. Survival's fine.
Pretty much always by Ian.
Okay. He's not doing too good of a job looking around, but he's making sure to like, oh, hey, watch that spot. Hey, over here. Yeah, careful, careful. And he's like very much pushing you by back and forth. So, and you make it through most of the day. And however, Mop, as you're walking over this bridge, I need you to make a mental or ingenuity save, please.
Gosh dang it. Why is everyone going crazy?
He's good.
Mop, you start
We
to
know
hear
this, Athena.
you start to hear these whispers, and you're like, and you're like, remember the stuff that's kind of been said last night, and you think it was Puddle Boy, and you're like, what, what, what?
What do you mean you didn't say anything?
And you continue walking.
Getting trolled.
All right. So then you see as you're walking by, you get to more even terrain, a little bit rocky, a couple sharp rocks here and there, but it's much easier now. And then you hear Thomas say, all right, we got a bit of a normal stretch. You can relax for a bit, and we'll do something a little bit more strenuous. So you can relax for now. Keep your eyes out, though. He walks up right up next to Mop. Hey, Mop. You've been talking to yourself?
Not to myself, to Puddle Boy.
The who?
My partner.
Okay.
Deja vu.
You know this guy pretty well, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not telling you to do anything stupid, right?
No.
Like
the opposite.
Okay. As long as it stays that way, you listen to him. If he starts telling you to attack us, it's probably not him anymore, just so you know.
Of course.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Also, wondering something. Do you always look like this?
I mean, I have a lamer state, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I saw it for the first time when we were under the rubble. Right? I was a little out of it there.
Yeah. That's my real form.
Does that form have a name?
Steinarr.
What's the last
I
name?
guess my name is Steinarr. Stevenson.
You see he kind of stiffens a little bit. Oh, and there's someone you gotta meet.
What?
Don't worry. I'll keep it a surprise. Come on, let's go. He picks up the pace a little bit.
I have no clue as what he's talking about.
You just hear in your head, Puddle Boy. He's like getting real excited, like, ooh, who is it?
Shut up.
So, as you get a little bit farther along, you have maybe like 45 minutes of just normal casual walking. There's no pitfalls, no caves. And then
I'm talking with Daniel.
And the whole time you guys are talking, if you would like to go ahead. What are you guys talking about?
I'm more reflecting, like, yo, you remember all that stuff that we did, fam?
Okay, I get it. Okay.
I'm staying near Athena, just making sure she's feeling a little better.
Athena is absolutely silent, not saying anything.
Yeah. Like, Ashley's staying very close to you, though, like, right next to you. Trying to cheer you up, trying to say, trying to kind of give you some help here. Make you feel a bit more comfortable so that you're not so paranoid. Sophia's probably on the other side, helping out as well.
Yeah.
I help physical ones, not mental ones.
Do you guys just see the blue light and feel the paranoia?
Roll me another mental or ingenuity.
Ugh.
No, you see, like, with the help of Ashley and Sophia, you still feel like it could be there, but you don't feel as threatened anymore.
What about the paranoia I've been feeling?
You
the
still
whole
feel
time?
that. You still feel it. Not as strong as it was, but you still feel it.
Arya kind of want to look. Sorry.
You're good.
Arya to Jeff. What did you see? when you were going all cuckoo.
Just all light. It just reminded me of something.
Do you want to talk about it?
Do I usually want to talk about it?
It would be nice to talk about it.
Not for me.
I'm just worried about you is all.
Yeah, well, you're the only one, and quite frankly, I don't need it.
You see a very stung and pained look on Arya's face as she lets go of your hand.
She kind of stays silent for a minute. I'm sorry though.
He looks at her.
So,
Eyes.
oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, that's it. He just closes his eyes.
Okay. So, as the party kind of goes through this very tough time right now, you see Thomas stops everybody. All right, so we're going through a stretch of cave here. On the other side is the hideout. However, what you're gonna see might be some of the worst things you'll have to see while here. The reason that it's here is it keeps us hidden. There's other exits, but unfortunately not from down here.
What does that mean?
It means everybody hold hands, and if anybody lets go, you pull them back.
And I hold on to Athena, but also take a step backwards.
Okay, so and Sophia grabs the other side of Athena.
Yeah, Ian and I, we grip.
Yeah, and then Ian is in between Daniel and Ashley. Thomas is in the front. You see Spark and Exploding Witch have kind of made a line in between you guys, the rest of everybody else. But you see as Thomas goes and grabs Thea and Super Cape, pulls them directly behind him, and he's holding a hand with Thea as well as Super Cape.
Just to be clear, I am wearing my gloves right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I do not want
you
to
guys-
accidentally kill Ian.
So you guys are all kind of making your way through this line of people. I need all of you to make ingenuity and mental.
Oh, well, did not mean to hit that one, but that's what we're going with.
Ooh, Mop.
Super Mom.
Ooh,
Oh,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Oh, Daniel, no!
Oh,
Daniel,
God.
I got you. I'm not gonna let you go.
So,
Daniel's more important to me
It's
than
a good
anything.
thing I'm wearing my gloves.
I need everybody to make a... Is everybody rolled?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Let me know
Sorry,
when
that was
everybody is
Sophia.
rolled.
That was Sophia.
Because that's Arya.
Oh, this is bad.
The bottom one, Sophia.
God,
top
no,
one's
the top
Sophia.
one.
The next one's Athena.
Okay.
I can't roll them the same my life tonight.
I need everybody to also roll in athletics for me.
I'm grabbing super tight on Ian
Oh, I'm proficient in
and
that.
Athena, by the way.
Not barely holding on.
I'm
Holding
pulling
very
you.
tight onto Ian and Athena.
I have you tight.
That was me.
Okay.
Hold on, I can't find it.
Don't worry. I'll give you time. Okay. So. You see, everybody rolled pretty high on the athletics part of things, except for the exception of Daniel and Athena. But however, there's people on either side of those people that didn't roll very high that are pretty strong. So nobody, fortunately, gets pulled away or leaves the group.
Well, what do we see?
However, Ashley, you see as you walk by this cave, it gets very dark, and Thomas doesn't stop or have anybody pull out a light. You keep going, and it gets cold. and you feel your skin start to crawl beneath it. And at first you just think it's a feeling. And then you see that the tendrils start to go around you. It's almost like it's you hear this low voice. Let me out. My turn to play. Fiend, become strong.
Oh, fuck.
Ashley?
She looks like she's constipated. She's trying not to let this thing win, to be honest. So she looks pained.
Athena's gonna put a mental wall on Ashley.
No, you're not.
You wouldn't
No,
really.
not- what?
Nobody can really do. You're too much freaking out on your own things, and I'll
Okay.
explain why.
He hasn't gotten quite to you yet.
You feel hands,
boy.
cold, clammy hands on your back, and as you see their faces, people, a lot of them you don't even know. The last one you walk by is Puddle Boys, and then it's over. However,
Next
Ian,
person.
Yay.
it gets for you. It doesn't get as cold. Goes dark for a second, but then it gets very bright. As you see, you're walking down a street, and you see people behind in these houses, these large, fancy houses with wide windows in the front. And you see people behind them, seemingly laughing, having fun. And one of them, you see Sticky. Without you. You can't move towards him. No matter how much you want to, you remain strong enough. You're like, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. However, you look over to the other side. You see your parents. Happy without you. And you see on another one to your right. You see Ashley and Daniel. Happy without you. You look to the last house as you're trying to hold it together. You see your sister. You see her looking out the window towards you. Tears in her eyes. Wanting to move towards you but can't. You see she's trying to banging on it. And you try your best.
I'm holding on to him tight, dude.
And you feel the tug of Ashley as she's holding on to you.
And Daniel.
And you remember it's not real, and you push by.
Oh, crap. This is hard.
Arya.
Oh. I already panicked. Just go
I'll be right
on.
back. Give me last.
Arya. Yours, it goes dark.
Huh?
And it doesn't get light again. You hear people yelling, screaming, angry things at each other. Insults, reprimands. Doesn't make sense at first. And you hear your parents' voice yelling at you, calling you a dumb child, calling you a horrible little monster.
Oh, God.
If you could just listen for once, you wouldn't be tearing this family apart. You hear a smack, and you feel it almost across your face. You hear this shouting, and it lasts the whole time as they're demeaning you. And you remember it's not real, but it hurts.
Like the whole time.
The whole
Now I'm
time.
picturing.
Of just
whole
this
time.
darkness of people, your parents, other people. And it changes from them about halfway through. You hear Athena yelling at you, telling you you're useless. And then you hear Jeffrey say the same thing. I don't need you. And you make your way through with that last line echoing in your ears.
Oh, the whole time. The whole time she's actually, when it reaches her parents, she kind of mutters to herself, I didn't want to be born like this. It wasn't my choice. I didn't want to be born like this.
Mop. It gets
Okay.
cold, wet even. As it almost feels like you broke the surface of the water and you're walking onto a beach. You see a street, a familiar street. It's where you first met Puddle Boy. But he's not with you. You walk by a 7-Eleven that you made a lot of your plans, where you met Puddle Boy. But he's not there. He's not with you. And however you walk down another place, it changes, it shifts, there's fire, and it's warmer. You see this beast with bloody tendrils. You're trying to move faster, but there's people holding you in place. You can't let go. You're trying to run to it to get there quicker, but you can't. You're not there quick enough. As you see a bloody spear go through the heart of Puddle Boy. He gives kind of a smile at you as he sees you last second as he falls into a puddle. You want to run to him, want to run after his assailant, but you're held back by something. And you make it through. Jeffrey. Yours is a little different. It almost feels like you're walking backwards. Almost feels like you're walking away from your group. Almost like they're purposely leaving you behind. Like you're just holding them back so they let you go. Almost feels like you're sinking. You're back in the 7-Eleven. Another time. You look outside, and there's just darkness. You don't see anything or anyone. And you go behind the counter as you know you're supposed to. However, you look towards the back room, like there's something there. And you hear the jingle of the bell as the door opens. Ka-tung, ka-tung, ka-tung. As there you see a dark cloak man walk in. You see that he's buying something, it seems. He looks over at you and kind of shakes his head in disgust. You didn't have to run, you know? You could have stayed. Could have made a difference. You can't run from everything, Jeffrey. You just can't. Things will catch up. Or you'll be left behind, one of the two. At least try. Stop hiding. You see he grabs a slushie from the counter and puts it on the counter and pulls out a credit card. And just takes out the cash and just throws it at you. And leaves with the slushie. And you're just there. You see the back room. You know what's there. You almost want to walk towards it. There's people holding you back, keeping you from doing that. You make your way through. Daniel. You walk in and it goes dark. And almost like you're walking down a dark, rainy sidewalk. And you keep walking by people, faces you feel you should recognize, but you don't. You feel like you should know them. You should be able to stop and ask their names, be friends with them, talk with them, laugh with them, maybe even cry with them. You could swear some of them are so familiar. There's a boy with short brown hair and brown eyes. Almost looks like he's trying to walk with you, but then you pass by him like you never knew he existed. You walk by another one, a girl that seems to be catching up to the boy with the brown hair, long blonde hair. Seems you should know her too. Seems like you should know all these people. But they don't recognize you. You don't recognize them. And you're stopped between these two people. They're stretching their arms out to you as they're holding each other's. They look familiar, like you should know them. But you can't move to them as you're dragged almost seemingly past them. Cry out, wanting to move towards them, but you can't. You're dragged away. They seem to be crying, but you can't come to them. You make it through. Sophia just casually walks through.
Oh my god.
Just making sure that the people that she's holding on to aren't going anywhere. One of them being Jeffrey and one of them being Athena.
Yeah.
And she's just making sure.
Sophia rolled. Jeez.
Sophia rolled a 22. She's fucking fine.
All of us rolled like nat ones.
See, now that just left me with questions.
Yeah, that's why I said that's one. Anyway, Athena. See, as you're walking through, you see that you're following a blue light. You're following it through these caves, and you want to go after it faster as it seems to be getting away from you. But you can't. It goes dark again. It appears white, this white bright light. And to your horror and dismay, you believe you're back in the hospital where you started. It's almost like you slid backwards somehow. Like you couldn't handle it, like you're breaking down, like you need to be repaired. And you see a bunch of people looking at you through the glass. You see Ashley and Ian and Arya and Mop and Daniel and Jeffrey. You don't see the one person you're looking for, though. Can't find them. You're trying to get up. It's like you can't move. You're being held back from wherever you are. You call out Sophia's name. You know that she could hear you. You feel like she's just behind the wall. You can't go to her. You see one by one as the rest of your group leaves you and goes out of sight. And then it starts to get filled by other people. As you see, Thea walks around in the view, smiling at you, feeling like she's won. She's been above you. You see another face. Thalia, looking down disapprovingly at you, like you don't know what you're talking about. You see another one, skull-faced man, full of anger and rage. It almost looks like he's about to break down the glass, and he starts pounding on it. There's a crack. As it breaks, he breaks through. You walk through, and all of you make it through into this soft, reddish light of an interior of a room, a space, where there's people, you're all holding hands, you're all kind of clutching onto each other. You see as Thomas closes a door, a heavy iron door, and locks it. You all right?
Fucking done. She's on the floor.
Yeah, Ashley's also on the floor.
Mhm.
I feel like we're all like just growling from this.
Yeah, Ari's a bawling mess right now.
Ian's standing silent.
Daniel isn't on the floor. He's just frozen.
He looks at Daniel. And then he walks away.
Ashley looks at Daniel, looks back at Ian, looks back at Daniel, but doesn't say anything.
I'm just frozen, staring at a fixed point ahead of me.
You see as Thomas and someone else that you're not really paying attention to mostly right now hands you all blankets and pulls them around you as you're all feeling, you just notice you all feel very cold, and they hand you something warm to drink. It seems like hot cocoa or something like that.
Thank you.
And Sophia also seems to have been helping give out blankets, and they lead you to the spot where there's a bunch of chairs that are decently comfy and some couches, and there's a fire going.
I go to the corner and I sit on the floor.
Athena's angry right now, so she's probably like either.
Sophia's been following you around. She won't leave you alone.
Athena's probably gonna punch a wall. To be honest, like
Oh.
she's just frustrated.
That's a mood.
You see, after you all kind of get settled and you sit for maybe about 5 minutes or so, you see Thomas come up to Mop. Hey, Mop, come here. I want to show you someone. Come here.
All right.
You see, he leads you into a different room and down a hallway. You see, as the door opens, you see the face of your father.
About time I met your pops.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
So good. So good.
There are so many things to talk about.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Jeffrey, why was yours so specific? I know I'm Ashley and I don't really know
With
much
a
about you guys
slash.
anyways, but even Caroline was confused.
Yeah.
What? We do not know anything about you, man.
But what about
I should
me?
mention, I have 3 pages of
Oh
that.
my god.
vocabulary.
That's crazy.
I
That was
just hate
so
that I rolled
good.
really well for Sophia and really crappy
For
you.
your own
Sophia's just kind of casually walked through.
Yeah.
If Sophia
Sophia's
didn't
like,
roll
what did
so
you
high,
guys? Are you guys all alright?
Sophia might have not have been able to hold on to Jeffrey.
No.
True.
Oh my god, that was great. That was really good.
Okay, but can I say, like, damn, that made me feel ashamed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
My eyes watered at some
Great,
point.
I
Like,
thought the way you
jeez.
said it was great.
Oh,
Hey, Ian / Jonas, how you doing over there?
I know, right?
Slash Jonas. It's not Jonas / Ian.
You know? I mean,
Caroline, go check on Jonas.
I know, right?
did you get me? The answer
Probably not
is
yet. Almost.
No.
No.
You came close on this.
Oh, it's alright. I know I came close, but I didn't think I actually get you this.
The one that so at first it was like sticky. I was like, all right. Parents, I was like, all right. Ian and Ashley and Danielle was like, oh. And then my sister was
Sister,
like,
it's like, no, that's it.
I was like,
there goes the knife.
Oh,
Right in the chest.
Don't worry. I have something really well planned if something happens to you.
Oh my god.
gosh. I hate you, and I don't want anything to happen to Ian because I don't know if I'll return
Aw.
All
if I
right.
lose Ian.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Poke,
you.
again
No.
for guesting.
Thank you, Pop.
Thank you, Strike, for tuning in.
Thanks, Pope.
Thanks for
You
everybody
best.
else. Thanks you for that raid from Welcome Party RPG.
Woo.
We'll have to go check those guys out. They probably do some D&D of their own or maybe some other type of game. Anyway, guys, those guys, thank you very much for the host. Remember, you guys can always watch the VODs back if you want to watch from the beginning all the way forward. We'll hopefully get those up on the YouTube channel sometime soon. Maybe Poke can help with that. Maybe. Or Jonas or somebody that's in part of the
editing
production
squad.
crew. And anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, what a bye, Daniel.